Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Tajigen is your favorite superstar maniac, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Khaiden, a sentient star clustering VTuber VSinger form. We are many cosmic minds joined together to form a single entity on a higher plane of existence. At last, we are here with number 12 in Knights of the Old Republic. It's great to get started with it. Let's do this. Yes, the time has come again for Star Wars KOTOR to be right here. Number 12 in our playthrough of this great game. This epic journey as a Jedi Knight Sentinel with Bastilla and Guard and many more companions. We are the Tajigen. Let's go Tajigen, let's Tajigen travel through a galaxy far, far away in this dimension. A bit more scuffed than usual there, but there we go. Oh, no. I'm starting my day just a little bit quieter, you know? For a moment I was like, nah, I'm not gonna sing this time at the start, but nah, I can't resist it. It's becoming more of a habit, I guess is the word. For lack of a better word, yeah. It's becoming more of a habit for the start of the stream. And yeah, you know, today was one of those mornings in which I had to rush to get to the stream. So I was running, getting a few things done. My PC was a little bit weird when I started it up. Windows Explorer took a while to start. Like, my taskbar was like invisible. I couldn't even open like the Windows menu with the Windows key. So like, what the heck just happened? Hold on. I hate how the tracking for my eyes is never centered correctly. Like, it always makes it look like I'm looking like in this direction, right? When I do the zoom in like this, it does look like I'm looking at you, which I am, but the tracking doesn't reflect that. At least it looks like I'm looking at the chat right here, so it really works out like that. But yeah. We'll be waking up as we do the stream as usual. So yeah, I'm all over the place right now, since I had to like fly to get the stream started. I was hoping not to delay it, and thankfully we didn't need to delay it. Since it was a morning with like unexpected things, you know, things I needed to like do before, here and there. I absolutely hate it when that happens, but it happens. But no, it could have been way worse. It could have been way worse for sure. I'm not really good at like being like KOTOR, adapting yourself to a new shape and all that. Like when something disrupts the routine, and then at the same time I'm not good at keeping a routine. It's so funny. But that's life, and that's the day in the life of an ADHD gremlin like me. Right here. It is kind of like a gremlin because some things kind of like trigger a transformation out of nowhere into a different form. And well, I am multidimensional after all, am I not? So we live up to the name in that way too. There you go. But no, I'm glad to be here. The stream had to be postponed last week, you know, speaking of irritating things, right? Last week we were having those weird internet issues. As a matter of fact, at this time last week it was okay. It was fine. And it ended up being fine for over 6 hours because I had a stream test for 6 hours. I just left OBS running for like 6 hours doing the stream test. Not a single frame dropped, though sometimes websites wouldn't quite load, even though the stream test itself looked like it was fine. But yeah, I don't get it either. Give me a second here. But yeah. I had to like, I ended up postponing the stream because I figured the changes, the problems were gonna continue. and I was supposed to have a technician come in around this time. They ended up coming much later, like around the time I would have started the afternoon stream. So it had to be delayed a little bit. But it wasn't the tech's fault, because it's always bureaucratic weirdness, you know? Like, the time the customer support person tells you the tech is gonna arrive, it's never the time that the tech is told. The tech, I don't think, is even told the time. They just like, get to that place as soon as possible. At least it's been my experience so far. Ah, what a mess. But because that tech was so nice. Such a super nice person. So yeah. And that was helpful. That was helpful right there. But yeah. We'll start in a chill way then with Knights of the Old Republic. As my energies come in. And I'm just settling in. Glad to be here. I have been wanting to do this again. We must continue with Knights of the Old Republic. That being said, I've been so busy, I haven't had time to look at a walkthrough, because I wanted to see if we should try to go to the Sand People hideout or to try to get HK-47 first before going to the Sand People hideout. And so I think I'm gonna have to take a look at a guide right now while we're getting back to the game and all that. So yeah, because we don't want to waste time. No. We want to get going with it. This is my third playthrough of the game, but, well, ADHD gremlin and all that again. I forgot a lot of my first two playthroughs, which I didn't get to finish for circumstances beyond my control. So I'm hoping to make this be the one in which we do finish it. So Tajigen, let's continue on the journey right here, shall we? Let me just readjust some things. OBS has been kind of weird on me lately. Every time I move it to another window, it resizes a lot of like my docs that I have on the on OBS itself, on the OBS window. And like, I don't know why it resizes them like that. It didn't used to do that. It just readapted itself to the screen, but it kept them at the same sizing which I wanted to keep them. Whoa, that is very loud. Where's the volume for this? Okay, just checking the volume here. Pardon me if things are a bit scuffed. As I said, today kind of, from the start of the day, things were frantic for me today. So I was like flying from one place to another. Not even running, flying. Gandalf, fly you fools. But you know what it's like to fly without actually knowing how to fly? Yeah. It's a mess. But now, I wonder if I should try to tinker with the gain in my microphone again. It's also been like very weird with the gain, with the audio in that regard. I'll try it like this. I'll try it like this. Okay. Yes, the time has come again for the Tajigen to go through KOTOR. Knights of the Old Republic right here, let's go. Alright. Yes, and as the game is quite quiet right now. Quite quiet. Nice alliteration right there. Those alliterations that like, that have more than just the first letter in common are even more fun, of course. But we were right here. Before we continue though, let me take a look at that potential guide for the game. Knights of the Old Republic guide. Let's see, let's go for the first result that pops up. You can hear the Sand People in the distance. Wow, this website is all over the place. This website I'm using right now. Maybe I should go for game FAQs, since this is an old enough game that I can do that. Let's go, Sand People, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay, this is what I needed to see. Take a look at this. It says, whether or not you manage to buy HK-47 and have him with you or not, will decide how things right now come together. I personally did not have HK-47 with me and took the dark side path for the following event. Hence, this part of the walkthrough is written in the non-diplomatic solution of the Sand Person problem, killing each and every one of them. Right. Right. That's what the guide says right there. So I think it would be a good idea to try to get HK47. That being said, do we have enough credits for that? We don't have anywhere near the amount of credits we need. But we wanted to intimidate. We're gonna get some dark side points right there because we need to like persuade the merchant. See, sometimes we gotta do what's necessary, huh? I don't want Bastila or Karth to see what I'm doing here. So I do want T3 because I want to see if T3 says anything by any chance. T3 doesn't strike me as the type that's going to comment if I do something like that. Otherwise, what is our way to be getting credits? To just keep grinding it out with... Let me save the game. Because I remember now, I also have those... what were they called? Those things from the races? Race bonds. I can get some very, very good money with that. So let's see, I may still do that. I was saving it for a future planet where you get even more credits out of them, but nah, at this point, let's not do that. Hello, Anne-Marie? Give me a second, where's my chat? It wasn't displaying properly. I couldn't set some things up properly. Yes, hello, Anne-Marie. Welcome to the stream. Very well then, Yukalaka. Welcome back. Yes, I knew you would return. I still have that droid available. This HK47 is a good deal. Is that Star Wars? Oh, yes, certainly is. It certainly is. Knights of the Old Republic, #1. Let me ask a few questions about HK47. But yeah, we've seen this. You don't seem to know much about it. The unit has been a little uncooperative. They get that way when they go too long without a memory wipe.
Basilisks were always much more reliable than the stuff you see in the Republic or Sith Empire.
You can leave it alone if you find his mannerisms amusing. It might be a little eccentric, but it's stable. Alright, then let's try increasing the volume because... Alright, yeah. This volume is a bit low. Do you like to sing? Well, Anne-Marie, the fact that I have multiple covers on the channel that you can see in my shorts and videos, by the way. Yeah, I think that tells you everything, doesn't it? Let's see. I'm interested. Let's talk price. Normally, I'd give a discount because I hear you are a soup racer like my brother, but times are hard right now. A very solid machine in good shape. I can't let it go for less than 5,000 credits. Could I convince you to lower the price a bit? 4,000! Not a credit less! Okay, what does uncooperative mean? Uncooperative? I think is what you meant, Anne-Marie. That they're not willing to be very, well, cooperative? But yeah, you said you'll BRB. No problem. Perhaps I can convince you to go lower? Lower? How low are you expecting me to go? These are difficult times. The debt the droid covered was a large one. Come now, think of the advertising you get from me. People would think I was a fool to sell at such a price. I will not. Start too high last time. Let's go with 4,000 credits. Drop the price or I'll see you dead. I am no fighter. Please, I need this shop to make my living. 2,500 credits. You have caused me great stress for nothing. Get out of my shop. If you want this droid, let your credits talk. No, I made the decision as we were going through that dialogue not to do it like this. You caused me great stress for nothing. That was funny though. Very well then, let's sell these racing bonds. At the end of the day, that section of the game, which I'm starting to think was maybe something with mods. You know, those mods that restore content that was going to be in the game and was not added. One of those things is maybe with those mods, I'm not sure. I'm remembering. It's coming back to me, I think. But yeah. We are going to just, Let's just sell this. Let's just sell this. Racing bonds. Every single one of them. I will try to get him to lower the price to 4,000 credits at the very least. We should still have Kandaros and T3 with us, though. I don't know which member of the party HK47 is going to replace. So, let's sell our racing bonds right here. It will be good money at the very least. So yeah, you definitely have to go for the races before going for HK47. And yes, I could get it to be 2,500 like this, but look at the money we're making. Look at the money we're making like this. Perhaps I could still keep a few, but what's the point? We're gonna sell them. Let's sell them all at once already and never have to think about these racing bonds again. There we go. 8,165 credits minus 4,000, 4,165, nearly 5,000. Welcome back with your breakfast. Good stuff, Anne-Marie. Now, I wanted to sell something that would get us to... Ah, we have some blaster rifles we can sell, yeah. So we can get to 9,000, or I should say, over 9,000. There you go. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get out of here then, and let's actually get HK47 right there. It was nice to see Kandra's comment here. I'm sure there are videos out there, I mean, right over here in YouTube, that show you every single possible comment that companions make, the comments they make on their comments. There's banter between them, right? But that's the one that comes unprompted. I'm talking about one where they comment on something an NPC you're interacting with says, and then the other companion says something in response. I think you misspelled Khaiden, Anne-Marie. Not sure what that question is about. I think you can see it everywhere in the channel, in case you can't see it. Alright then, let's just buy it. I'm not even gonna save the game right here. But yeah, could I convince you to lower the price a bit? 4,000 is fair. I'll pay it. You will? I mean, of course you will. Let me just withdraw those credits. Well, thank you very much. Just go on over and talk to it. I'll deactivate the restraining ball when you take possession. It's a good purchase, especially if it actually speaks a Sam people dialect like it said. Of course, I don't think it was telling me everything. Not many droids are programmed to lie, though. We gotta read this so fast. Like, we even missed a little bit of the dialogue because it's so fast. Thanks. Goodbye. Oh, thank you. Most definitely. Yeah. Might as well let them have the 4,000 credits. You can have them, humble merchant. Times are hard and all that. I get it.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you?
Kill something for me?
Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, master.
Travel with me now.
Statement. I will enter into your service now, master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
HK47 has joined your party. Well, let's have it replace T3. I'm sure there's interesting dialogue with T3 as well, but I'm sure there is also with Kandaros. We'll have to do a few level ups. I love that little sound it makes. So, let's see what we got here. Strength 16, Dexterity 14, Constitution 10, Intelligence 14, Wisdom 12, Charisma 10, Fortitude 5, Reflex 4, Will 3. Okay, and yes, these are the ones I wanted to see. Demolitions at 5, Awareness at 5. Recommended is Repair high. Okay, would be good actually. You haven't gotten the following feats this level. Drought upgrade class 2. Attributes, don't have to increase Constitution. Good idea. You If we're gonna be doing a lot of combat with HK, after all. That being said, I'm hoping to avoid too much combat with sand people. I just keep going for recommended, but not all the time. So that's why I don't always just... I don't just, you know, do it automatically. I could just do recommended level up without going through those screens. Let's take a look at equipment. So HK has a regular blaster rifle. 1-8 plus 13. 1-8 plus 12 is a heavy blaster. A regular blaster rifle will do the trick. 1-4 plus 12, yeah. Ion rifle, 1-6 plus 13. What is the difference again? Critical threat. Plus 212 versus droid. Oh, because it's ion, right? If we expect to be fighting a lot of droids, it would be good to... If I have somebody with a blaster pistol, it would be good to, like, have them equip something different. Sonic rifle, 1-6 plus 13. Attribute damage, dexterity, DC 14. I'm very tempted to use this one, since nobody else is using it, especially if I have HK with Canderous. They both have a blaster rifle, right? How would Salvar's bowcaster be? 110 plus 14. Like, HK actually responds well with that. I'm not sure how Zalbar's gonna feel about that, but there you go. 1-6 plus 13, yeah. Sonic rifle, 1-6 plus 13. Disruptor rifle. Yeah, let's have HK use Zalbar's bowcaster. And then energy shield. Environment shield. This is basic model shield. Energy 20 points. Duration 200 seconds or max damage taken. Sonic deflection, energy, sonic, cold, heat. Would be good to have it. But with the sand people, I don't expect I'll be going into that kind of combat. Medium plating though is a good idea. Developed by engineer Hood Callan, this plating relies more on deflecting angles than exotic alloys. Cost can be prohibitive, though this is the most affordable model of the type. We definitely want this flamethrower, and a shield disruptor, basic targeting computer. There we go. We are set. Right, I don't know if we'll go with Canderous, probably not. I feel like either Bastila or Karth or maybe even Mission would be good. What was happening to Mission's brother? Was Mission's brother captured by the Sand People? If that is the case, then we should take Mission with us. Let me take a look at the quests. It is good to be back on the Republic. I was hoping to do this last week, but it's good that we're doing it this week. Let's go. Yeah. Sand People raid. There are other things involved. Let's see. Bastila's mother. And yeah, the Bastila's father. That's a different thing. We should take Mission with us. But for now, let's just exit here. I'll see if by any chance there's dialogue between Canderous and HK-47. Of course, I want to talk to HK-47 right away, so we'll do that. We'll do that too.
Sure.
Do I still have that? Okay. I was wondering if I still had the red lightsaber. I don't remember if we changed it last time. But it's been 2 weeks since the last KOTOR stream, right? But yeah. Let's see. Let's talk to you, HK.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
I miss you, HK. Glad I finally encountered you in this playthrough. You don't need to call me Master, you know?
Query. Don't I? I was under the assumption that organic meatbags such as yourself enjoyed such forms of address.
Organic meatbags?
Retraction. Did I say that out loud? I apologize, Master. While you are a meatbag, I suppose I should not call you such.
You just call me a meatbag again?
Explanation. It's just that you have all these squishy parts, Master. And all that water. How the constant sloshing doesn't drive you mad, I have no idea.
Neither do I, come to think of it.
Statement. Now do you understand the travails of my existence, Master? Surely it does not compare to your existence, but still.
I survive, somehow. No. No, wait. No. I survive, somehow. Wait, do I want him to call me Master or not, actually? I'm not sure if I want this or not. How should we do it? Because he keeps calling you master one way or another, right? I survive, somehow.
Commentary. As do I. It is our lot in life, I suppose, Master. Shall we find something to kill to cheer ourselves up?
I wonder if HK would comment on Kandaras' war stories. Oh, we look like we're ready for combat. Backs to each other completely like this. It's gonna be like an album cover right here also. Let's take a screenshot of that. But alright. I do want to talk to HK a little bit more, but let's go outside. Let's go outside already. We need mission here. Here's the thing though. The Sand People outfits we're gonna wear. I don't think HK can wear those, but we need HK with us. Hopefully...
Good.
Hopefully it doesn't look suspicious to have a big droid with us. I don't remember how it went. But we need to have HK-47 with us. The moment we get into the Sand People Enclave... Enclave... Just like the Jedi Enclave, right? Has those two different pronunciations somehow. The moment we get there, we're gonna be inside a dungeon, I think. So we won't be able to switch between characters. So yes. Let's see. Wait, did I actually save the game? Sometimes like calculating save data size makes me think that yeah, okay. Because it's like the same bar loading screen and my mind registers that as a save as I just go through the game fast and I don't actually read the text and all that. Anyway. Let us go over there then. Yes, there's definitely some of those other beasties we can hunt. Will be good. It would be good for extra cash, honestly. And it would be good to already give some combat experience to HK-47, especially if we don't get that experience in the Sand People Enclave. But I'm not gonna go out of my way too much. We need to dress up as Sand People anyway. That's going to reduce the equipment a little bit, but it's necessary. Like, we'll lose some defenses and all that. Look at this. Sand Person Jedi. Isn't that fun? But yeah, we can't do it with HK, obviously. But we need to have HK with us. And then mission being in disguise.
What?
Yeah. We've seen that before. Actually, let's save in save file number 2 just in case. I haven't even touched like all the way to save file number 6 in a while. One of these is even still in Terrace. That's interesting. I don't remember the reasons why I went as far as that save file, but that's okay. Oh yeah, it could be fun to see what interactions I get by wearing this outfit. Wearing it inside the city or something. Or by the gate. Who knows what would happen. But yeah. We're not just gonna be able to just go through like this. We have to be careful. Hello! I think interacting with them is gonna... I think that's what we're not supposed to do. And yeah, they're not suspicious that I have this big killer droid with me. I don't know, because I don't get the impression that Sand People use droids too much. They did say, like, when they were talking about those turrets that they have inside their enclave, that they do use other people's technology, just in a very rough, basic way, but I don't think they would use droids. Your disguise fails at short range. The warrior attacks. The others are not attacking? Why are the others not attacking? Alright. Let's just leave it at that, I guess. Let's see if we can recover these mines, because we need to try to get them. Oh yeah, something important to keep in mind here is that we might have to use a lot of med packs.
Yeah?
Yes?
We shouldn't be using our actual voices, should we? That gives us away as well. But yeah, I don't have Bastila with me for Force Heal. I haven't learned Force Heal either, right? I should learn it. The player character should know force heal because it's super helpful.
Acknowledgement.
What?
What?
Like, yeah. I don't have any force powers here available. No, Mission is the one with the best demolitions. I shouldn't try to do it with HK. I mean, yeah, his demolitions rank is 7. It's not bad either,
Sure.
but we can refer to HK as a he, I think, but
Yeah?
no, if we want to recover mines, especially something as great as a plasma mine, it should be Mission doing it. Thankfully, HK didn't take too much damage, but we already took damage from that, and I don't like it. We should continue with Mission. She has good awareness too. We all have decent awareness. Where can I check this? Awareness. She's at 17. I am at 17 as well. HK is at 6. Oh, I thought it was better than that. Okay. Alright then. It's just a matter of going through. That was so funny. I fought that sand person and the others didn't even attack. It's like, let those two just kill each other. That's our way. Yeah, that one has a double-bladed lightsaber. It's okay, though. It's okay. It's totally normal. Another day in the sand person office. Can we talk to this Banta? My controller is vibrating. Whoa, careful, Banta! You don't want to go through that mine. Let me try to recover that. My controller is just vibrating in the presence of those Bantas. Like, literally, just doesn't stop vibrating. And by my controller, I mean my 2 Joy-Cons on the grip thingy. Today's one of those days in which it does feel as small as it's supposed to be. And I say that because most of the time it's not as small as it seems. And I don't have baby hands or anything, you know? It keeps being said... I'm gonna save in save file number 3, by the way, just in case. It keeps being said that when you have Joy-Cons... Because, well, for those who don't know, I'm playing KOTOR on the Switch. Last time I tried playing this on the PC and streaming it, it just didn't go well, so our playthrough of this, our live streams of this, are all from the Switch. I would have definitely gone for some mods had I been able to do it from PC, but it just didn't work out. I couldn't properly make it work. But it was great because the game is not that expensive on the Switch and it was also on sale at the time. Yeah, it was like May, wasn't it? So we still had those Star Wars sales, so I took advantage of them. I regret nothing. This game deserves being bought. So hopefully the money somehow is still going to the original creators. I don't know. You never know. Then here we are at last. In the Sand People Enclave. Save file number 3, please. Save file number 3. We might even be able to take off our disguise. The Sand People are able to recognize you and is astounded that you are here. Your disguise may have allowed you to pass the turrets outside, but it is ineffective at close range.
Interjection. One moment. I believe I understood that, Master. It may not have been his intention, but he did actually communicate something.
Nice, HK. Quickly, tell him we are not a threat.
Translation.
This is a lot of fun. I forgot how fun this was.
Result. I believe I have succeeded in confusing him, Master. We have shown an interest not common among outsiders.
Apologize for being here. Say we want peace.
Translation.
It's all a bit scuffy right here. It's a bit glitchy, but it's okay.
Translation. He is expressing disbelief. As am I, but his duty requires that he report to his chieftain. Extrapolation. It would seem that we are at least worthy of curiosity for the moment. I would much rather this get bloody, Master, but it is your call.
I would much rather this get bloody. Oh my god, I love the way he phrases things. Though you can't seem to understand him, the Sand People chieftain's tone is obvious. He clearly despises all outsiders. And yet he still took time to talk to us. That hopefully bodes well.
Translation. I can translate with some guarantee of accuracy that he is demanding to know why he should let us survive this encounter, Master.
Oh yeah, I just realized that they stripped us. Like, they even took the rest of the equipment completely. We're in some cases straight up underwear. or something akin to it. That's interesting. I think even when you... I don't think I've ever seen this before. What I've done is to have regular clothing, which gives you like the signature outfits for each character. This is without that. I haven't even seen this. Tell him we want a peaceful solution.
Translation. Translation. He claims he has no reason to believe you, Master. Your kind have tainted this land with machines and uncaring, ignorant feet. Translation. He requires proof of good faith. We must make a contribution to his people that shows we are not a threat. Shall I blast him now, Master?
Ask what it is that he wants.
Translation.
Shall I blast him now, Master?
Translation. He plans to move his people farther from Anchorhead, but they need to build up stores of water first. He says you must aid him. Translation. He wants moisture evaporators from the Zerka. If you deliver them, he will order that his people reduce their attacks on miners.
The attacks must stop altogether.
Translation.
I have to say that. We might have...
Translation. He says that will never happen, Master. Ignorant outsiders continually desecrate their most reverential customs. This will always demand a response. An attitude I can respect. Protocol. From his perspective, a reduction is already a large step. It is doubtful you will get agreement on much more than that.
Alright. Tell him we will get his vaporators. Vaporators. There we go.
Translation. Translation. He does not believe you, Master. We will only be allowed to re-enter the Enclave when we have the Vaporators with us.
Vaporators.
Translation. We are to be escorted outside. He will wait, but he doesn't believe we are coming back.
I like that none of the Sand people commented on the fact that I'm wearing their clothing, which means we killed some of them. They're not that angry about that, it seems. So that's great. Oh, and I have a level up. Excellent. But first of all, yeah, we gotta go for this. What was I wearing? I wasn't wearing... No, I was wearing the Echani fiber armor. That's what I was wearing. Mission... Well, yeah, HK doesn't have to worry about that. That's the good thing. Was she wearing the combat suit or the heavy combat suit? I think at this point I gave her the heavy combat suit, but I think we should try to go back to the regular combat suit. Now, what is this level up about? Let's see. Level 12. I'm at the highest level than anybody else. Let's up the charisma. Let's up the charisma. That's what we should do. Wisdom will be important though, because we want to use some force powers like heal. And speaking of which, so we don't always have to rely on Bastila for a free heal, you know? Cure, that'll do the trick. Cure. There we go. Just use the wrong button for a moment, and that'll do the trick. Now, it is amusing to see the dialogue when you do fight them, especially since you just, you know, you please HK47 by doing that. So yeah, I wanna save over save file 4. We can now save over save file 1 and 2, but yeah, I wanted to also save over the other save files just to have fun with it. Never mind all this, just kill them. Just shoot them. But yeah, those vaporators, we take them from Circa, so I'm not sure how exactly we're gonna do it. I don't remember that part. There's another thing after this that I do remember, I think, but yeah.
Interjection.
Tell him we are not a threat.
Result. I believe.
Apologize for being here. Demand that his people stop attacking the miners.
Translate. Cautionary. Not the...
Okay, preparing blasters, HK says. Oh, and we immediately just get yeeted out of the clothing like that. Like, we just go back to, like, undies, or the closest thing to that, at least. By the way, are they still going to attack us? At least those turrets outside are not attacking anymore. Never mind that, get ready to fight!
Agreement. That is probably the most efficient course of action.
I didn't even get any dark side points right there. Now let's do it with the chieftain, because there's some other comments I wanted to see from HK. There's one in particular I remember. where he's like, that's the spirit master. Let me see if I can get it.
Result. Extra.
But yeah, let's go to the chief.
Translate.
Tell him we want a peaceful solution. Let's see. Ask what it is that he wants.
Translation.
The attacks must stop altogether.
Protocol.
This has gone far enough. Attack him.
Agreement. That is probably the most efficient course of action. This will be enjoyable.
There was another comment in particular I wanted to see, but... Woohoo! So many blasters. Let me see if I can get that comment. I'm gonna try not to spend too much time doing this, since we gotta get going. It's all happening faster than I expected. Let's see how far we can get through this today. In a good way, though. When I say it's faster, I mean that in a good way.
Extra.
The way HK47 just keeps spinning in place. Let's see.
Translate.
Tell him I've had questions first.
Translation. He refuses to waste breath on you until you are proven to be an ally of his people. He seems quite adamant about it. Please, let me blast him, Master.
Offer him 100 credits to stop the attacks. Let's see what happens.
Translation. Translation. He says that this offer is an outrage, Master, and that his people have no use for outsider credits. Where would they spend it?
Let's see. No, yeah, you just get escorted outside right there. That other dialogue I'm thinking about is probably later in the game then. Alright. Now we want to reload here, since we also had all our equipment re-equipped already. But yeah, I think if we do try to interact with these sand people around here, they will attack. But otherwise, they're not going to do anything. Even through layers of wrappings, you can tell this sand people war is disgusted by your presence among his people.
Extrapolation. This guard doesn't appear honored to have the job of greeting us.
He looks past you like you were never there. Well, we're not gonna go in right now anyway. Now is not the time for that. But yeah, they have been told not to attack us. We are those weird outsiders that seem to have good intentions.
Ready?
Yeah?
Ready! I forgot HK was like that. Like, there's still a faint glimmer of hope that perhaps we do have outsiders that are nice enough. Can we just teleport back, by the way? Because we can do it from here. Yeah, we can do it from here. We can just return to the Ebon Hawk right there. This Circa Corporation thing. I believe I can go to, like, the Circa building. There's no reason to change our party either right now, so we can do that. By the way, let's see if there's anything good to buy here. Advanced med packs would be a good idea, probably. We have some life support bags, but... Yusani's brand. Right, I like this is called Yusani, and you have a Juhani in your party. And I just wanted to give this to her just for the novelty of it. The most famous of Echani warriors, fighting against oppression and villainy until encountering Darth Revan. Discovering that Revan had killed an Echani senator, Yusanis attempted to tell the authorities but fell to the powers of the Sith Lord, despite his own impressive abilities and the Cortosis weave inherent in all Echani vibroblades. It is 8,000 though. Too expensive for me. Mandalorian heavy repeater. Yeah, actually. Energy 110, critical threat. No, it doesn't seem like a better weapon than what Kandaros has equipped, or, well, what HK has equipped with Zalbar's Bowcaster. It helps that Zalbar's Bowcaster is a weapon I can customize. Arcane and Energy Shield though seems like a really good idea. Karkan Gauntlet 7500, let's not go for that. Sith Energy Shield, I want to go for this one. And I want to go for the other one too. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Thermal Shield Generator though. 100% immunity versus fire. Nerve Amplifier Belt. Immunity to mind affecting. need to remember I have these things. And then advanced med packs. We'll just take those. So yes, we want to use, yes, let's use that Arcania energy shield. And I have Mandalorian melee shield. A Chani dueling shield. Well, HK is not going to make use of the others. She can have one of the Sith energy shields though. And then the others will be distributed among the other party members.
Sure.
When I'm able to equip things to them. Let's keep saving the game. We can save at number 1 now, I think. I think we can go through with that. Let's go through Tatooine. The music for Tatooine. Not the kind of music I would have thought about for this desert world. With sand everywhere. You know, I hate sand, but let's continue on this dusty rock. I wanted to get a title that was engaging enough while making that reference to Anakin. It's coarse and irritating and it gets everywhere, but then the title was getting a bit long. So I just left it at that. Let's get off this rock. Which is also something Luke said, right? I'm never coming back to this rock, I think, or... Yeah, he says something like that in A New Hope. He did end up going back, but that's another story. Probably not out of choice, mind you, not out of choice. And by the time he went back, well, he was past that petty little thing he said about not ever going back. And all that.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else?
How can I get the evaporators? Let's see. I want to ask about our agreement.
Yes, we're still waiting for you to return with the Sand People Chieftain's gaffy stick. I'll reward you well when you do. We don't have any new information on the subject. It's still possible that they have an enclave in the far south of the Dune Sea. And I would remind you that you did agree to do this task for Zerga Corporation. We expect completion in a timely manner.
There may be a non-violent solution to this.
I should remind you that you were not retained as a diplomatic representative. You are a hunter, and should go after your prey as we agreed. You are not authorized to do anything other than deliver what was promised. Do so, and don't talk of this foolishness again.
Wow. Jeez. I'm not gonna feel bad about mind tricking her or anything if I have the option. I wasn't actually gonna say it, but I wanted to see what she would say to that.
For your needs here, we maintain a fully...
Right.
Farewell.
Oh, it did update the journal though. Fair trade, right? ISIS has some people enclave. Alright, yeah, we still need to rescue the Jawas. Where's the blasted information here? Sand people. They are not interested in solution to Sand people attacks. They want you to kill them all. I'm not gonna do it your way, Circa. Especially with this rude customer service representative. What do you have available for purchase? Do you have any moisture evaporators? I may, but that is not something I usually sell to spacers. You don't look like a moisture farmer. What do you want them for? That's not really your concern, is it? No, I suppose not. It wouldn't have mattered. Well, let me tell you what I have then. Well, I have 2 of the finest evaporators that Zerga Corporation produces. Of course, they only produce one model right now. The price is 400 credits for the pair. I won't break them up. They function best when linked together. I'll take them. Fine, fine. I assume you'll be able to handle the deployment of them. They are surprisingly light. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Do come again. I love that term, spacer. Spacer. You can call me that. Spacer. Spacer. Of course it means somebody who's like out through space, through multiple planets, not really being long, not really staying for long in one planet. That's definitely the player character here and their party. That description certainly applies to them. You know, I don't know if we ever did say to Zerga Corporation, it's gonna be a violent solution and I'm gonna destroy them. I think we may have said it actually, but it's like, No, no, no. You gave me permission to solve the problem.
Good hunt.
You never said there's a particular way it needs to be done, so don't be changing the contract that I never even signed out of nowhere, lady. Or do you want to be the one on the end of my lightsaber? On the wrong end of the lightsaber, huh? Because we have a dual-bladed lightsaber right now. It is 2 ends to it. So there you go. I think let's leave it right outside the enclave. I'm gonna take a quick bio break here, and we'll come back and then go through that. We can do it this way. Yeah, hope your Friday's going well, Tajigen. If you haven't done so yet, do give a like to the stream and subscribe to the channel. All the good old YouTube stuff. Would be much appreciated if you do. It's the last YouTube stream for this week. The remainder of the streams, one of them later today, one of them tomorrow at the same time too. Those will be on Twitch. The remainder of them will be on Twitch. Tomorrow, yeah, I gotta see if I can do some testing for Fields of Mystery tomorrow. That's what we're going for. This cozy game phase that's going on. Let's keep playing some of them. Just some of them though. I do think I might end up playing them more off stream than on stream, and like I continue focusing on the games we've been focusing on, with some other different ones here and there. But yeah. Right then, it was save file number 2 we wanted to save. Where we wanted to save. Alright, I'll leave it on this screen. Oh yeah, I have to play music anyway when we go to the BRB screen, because of how my capture card works, how the audio works with it. So alright, stay tuned to the multi-dimensional portal, Tajigen. We'll be back. Oh my gosh. I just realized I didn't mute the microphone. Well, first of all, omatase shimashita. Hopefully you didn't hear anything weird, Tajigen. I actually didn't get to finish my breakfast. And I was just finishing it there, and I also having some mate. Yerba mate is this drink where you had to like slurp with a straw. So hopefully it didn't do any weird sussy sounds. I've been talking so much about audio being this way, being that way. Oh jeez. Anyway, good timing with the song right there. Returning just as it's ending, and we transition back into Knights of the Republic. Hopefully you didn't hear anything weird. Or you didn't hear me just like as I get up from my chair and my bones creak or something. Nah. So that sometimes I just can't be bothered to be a human. To pretend to be a human. In this human form as a star cluster we are. And I'm like, I'm just like that all over the place. But yeah. Since I'm still like, again, experimenting with like my sound filters and all that. How the noise gate, or rather lack of it, works. And then other things like that. So yeah. I've been saying for a while that the mic has been picking up more than I wanted to pick up. But yeah. It's really gonna turn into the VTuber Legend anime. It's gonna end up so that not only it's not only the mic, but I also forget to. Wow, seriously, my controller vibrates when I'm within a few meters, a few centimeters of those bantha. Like they really want to make you feel the ground vibrations that are happening there. Also, I think some of those hand people do attack you. Oh, never mind. That's the average fragment I saw there. Because I saw something in red. I was like, there's an aggressive enemy here? What's going on? But yeah, still. I'm also experimenting with the game on Windows. To see how it works. Yeah, we don't do anything with the Sand People turret.
Extrapolation. This guard doesn't appear honored to have the job of greeting us.
Tell him we have the moisture converters.
Translation. Translation. He will take us before the chieftain, as he was instructed to do.
And then I'm very curious about the other dialogue options, but we'll see if we have time for it. Let's just keep going. That's the most important thing today. If you can read anything of the Sand People chieftain's emotions, it seems that he is surprised that you have returned. We're fine.
Translation. He did not expect us to return, Master. He wonders if we have brought the moisture evaporators.
Tell him that we have his evaporators.
Translation. Translation. He does not trust you, Master, but you have done more than any other outsider. They will not attack, and he grants you his chieftain's gaffy as reward.
There we go.
Translation. The attacks will be reduced, and he will allow you to explore this enclave, but be warned that any lack of respect will result in death.
I have a few questions for him.
Protocol. If you truly want this sadly peaceful arrangement to continue, be careful of what you ask.
I wonder if I wanted to save the game first, but ask about the star map.
Translation. Translation. He says that what you seek is far from here in the eastern Dune Sea. He will give you a map so you can find your way. Translation. His people found it, but didn't scavenge it because a crate dragon took up residence in the excavation.
Alright. Tell him farewell. No, wait. Let's go back to my other questions. I'm not gonna ask what a crate dragon is, since I'm also trying to be careful about questions. Let's go back to the other questions.
Protocol. We should not keep him long. It is an insult to take too much of his time. Unless the plan is to blast him when you are done, of course.
Ask about captives.
Clarification. We must be more specific, Master. They capture many organics.
Ask if he knows about Mission's brother Griff.
Translation.
Since she's right here, I can help.
Translation. He says that by his very presence, this griff defiles their home and land. He is without any semblance of usefulness to them.
Yep, that would be Griff.
Extrapolation. I would assume we are free to take him. It is doubtful they will even waste the effort to kill him. Perhaps we could do it, Master.
Tell him farewell for now.
Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Yay! Alright, now we have to see. Now we have to be a dark side maniac. Yeah, we can save file number 1. We'll do it right here. Now, let's see. The Sand People Chieftain is grateful to you, or at least less inclined to smash your head open like a pumpkin grub seed.
Query. What do you wish to ask of him, Master?
Ask about the star map again.
Translation.
Oh.
His people found it,
different dialogue.
but didn't scavenge it because a crate...
A crate dragon, what is that? How do I pass it?
Translation. Translation. Your ignorance isn't his concern. He claims there is a hunter that wanders the area sometimes and that you should ask him. Translation. The hunter is a Twi'lek. He will be in the eastern Dune Sea somewhere.
I have no further use for him. Kill him.
Agreement. My thoughts exactly, Master. One dead organic meat bag coming up.
Yay! Violence! 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 Oh, look at the chieftain just fighting barehanded like that. Let's go. Mission is killed. Oh no. Wait. Who screamed like that? The Sand People scream like that? I didn't know that could happen. Now, I want to see on the other dialogue. I could have sworn there was one where HK was like, that's the spirit master. I'm still gonna ask about Sand People culture. Some really great things to see there about that. Tell him to move aside or we'll make him.
Translation.
We have the turrets around us.
Translation. It has had the expected effect. I hope you are ready for battle.
The turrets are gonna kill us though. Yay! The entire party has been killed just instantly. We don't even get to see the turrets actually fire. It's funny though. That's the thing about it. But all right, let's actually go inside and then. There was that one about stopping the attacks altogether. So let's see. The closest thing we have to being friendly with the Sand People is definitely a diplomatic solution. Tell him the deal is off unless the attacks stop.
Translation.
I think it does make it...
Translation. He says that he has made his offer and there will be no further negotiation, Master. Deliver the evaporators or face death. Shall I blast him now?
Shall I blast him now?
Query. Is that wise, Master? You went through the trouble of acquiring the evaporators after all. Not that I would mind a battle.
You have my orders. Attack him.
Conciliatory. I was not refusing, Master. Quite the contrary. Initiating attack sequence now.
HK is the best. At the very least, we're gonna have something fun in a dark side playthrough, right? You have HK just being like, yes, you're the best master ever. And then Canderous is like, yeah, show them what you're made of. Oh, yes. Almost wholesome. Almost. In the way they encourage you, right? And I guess you could have a dark side Juhani, or you could kill her, but I would prefer to have her and show her the true dark side of the Force. Not that pretension she was doing in Dantooine. Pretension of the dark side.
Query. What do you wish to ask of him, Master?
I want information on Sand People culture.
Protocol. This will be a very sensitive topic, Master. You will want to be careful with your questions or risk offending him. Not that that is much of a worry.
Why are they so hostile to outsiders?
Translation.
They already said it, but let's ask it anyway.
Translation. He says that the fact that you have to ask, this is just one more example of your ignorance as an outsider, Master. He says you are blind. Translation. His people believe they are part of the land, living with it. You and your kind dare to raise yourself above it. You remove yourself. Translation. That act of removal makes you an outsider, separate from all that is important. You could never understand how unwelcome you are.
What do you mean, raise myself above the land? I'm guessing it's the high use of technology and all that. But if this line of questioning is going where I think it is, let's keep it going. Tell me the history of your clan. I don't think that's gonna go well. Not right now.
Translation.
Raise myself above the land. It's maybe hard to translate.
Translation. He says that outsiders use machines to convey them and to make their lives easier. This severs a connection with the land. Translation. Connection to the soil must be made through flesh. A sacred animal is the only external tool to be used.
They use more than a little bit of technology for many things, but yeah. Now, which of these questions should we ask? Right? Where it starts to get a bit offensive for them. How does he have... ask why he bargained for evaporators when they are unnatural? Let's see.
Translation.
We're still gonna get into combat.
Translation. He says that the use of these blasphemous things will only be tolerated because outsider interference has forced it upon them. Translation. If your kind had not come here, he would not have to defend their ways or their land.
How does he have contact with the land while completely covered? That's probably not what they mean, but let's ask it anyway.
Translation.
That's gotta trigger combat, right?
Translation. He says that the robes are sacred, Master, and you would not understand. Sand people are never uncovered outside of the most private moments.
Never. Not even in death.
Translation. Translation. Never. That is their way, Master.
Very similar to Mandalorians, isn't it? Kinda wish I had Canderous with me, but yeah. Ah, yeah. Apologize for previously unwrapping his warriors. That's definitely gonna get a combat. Ask him about the history of his clan.
Translation. Translation. He says that he will not, Master. There is one storyteller in each clan, and only he may recite the histories.
Ask if we could meet this storyteller.
Translation. Translation. He says that you don't understand. They must never be told to someone who might say them incorrectly out of ignorance. Translation. To speak them in error is a blasphemy punishable by death. Only their greatest warriors are even permitted to listen to the tales.
How could I prove I am a worthy warrior?
Translation.
Yeah, I know where this is going, I think.
Translation. He doesn't know, Master. His people usually kill outsiders. Since you are an outsider yourself, that would not suffice. Translation. The greatest challenge for a warrior is to face a great dragon, the largest predator on Tatooine. Fight one of those, and bring back a dragon pearl. Discussed. I think he's making fun of you, Master. He doesn't believe an outsider could do such a thing.
Well, tell him farewell for now.
Translation.
We asked a lot of questions.
Translation. We are free to leave.
Yes. That thing about the history of their clan, it is very important. And I remember pretty much everything they talked about there. So I want to know more about that. Right now we gotta free Mission's brother and then see what we can do about those Jawas. And then we'll have another quest line. Let me just make sure we properly save the game. We just did.
Query.
Let's see, why is also to outsiders? What do you mean raise myself above the land? How does that come to be completely covered? Never, not even in death. Tell him I apologize for previously unwrapping his warriors.
Protocol. Is that wise, Master? They may have assumed that the disguises you used were replicas instead of being taken off their dead.
Just tell him. I want to see what happens.
Translation. Translation. The result is predictable. You have desecrated their dead. Happily, it seems the piece is over. It is time to kill.
Yay! It is time to kill! Yay! The piece is over. Let's go. Let's go. Critical strike. Yeah, it's time for you to die. Mission is gonna die in a moment, I think. But yeah, why not? Why not? I forgot that, yeah. They just thought they were replicas. We're good enough to fool them, but not up close. Because up close the disguise doesn't work anymore, and that's what makes them think it's a replica. There you go. Oh, sorry for desecrating your dead. Yeah. I'm pretty sure trying to open their bins and stuff. Also, as you can see in the constant container, the sand people begin to ready their weapons. They were looking for any excuse to attack, and you rifling through their possessions is as good as any. Oh, sand people female. Interesting. I was going to comment on that different looking helmet. Everybody here is attacking. Everybody. But of course, that's a good enough reason. Like, yeah! Still looking for an excuse to attack. So let's be careful as we get Griff and those Jawas, hopefully. The Jawas are going to be the difficult one because we didn't even talk about them. What about you? Let's talk to you. Sample war ignores you. It seems your presence here is a barely tolerated event. Well, I don't care. Wait. Oh, that's rubble. That's not their possessions. Okay. I was like, how come I can interact with that? All right. Would be great if like they could make it so that when you ignite your weapon, it actually like initiates combat. But you know, because it's more of a gameplay thing. It's an optional thing. It's not entirely part of gameplay. It doesn't need to acknowledge that. Yeah, let's just not talk to anybody here. And well, rifling through their possessions. Hold on. I gotta try this one. If we're gonna go through one of those like baskets or bins or whatever, it has to be when none of them are around. Which I don't know if it's even gonna be possible.
No problem. Got it.
Wait a minute. Yeah, there we go. For a moment, I thought it was okay. Maybe the fact that I did it by using security, or the fact that most of them were far away while I did that. I don't know. But yeah, let's load the game here. Let's be careful. One of these days, I'm gonna end up saving the game instead of loading it, and it's gonna be a catastrophe. Let's see then those prisoners. Here they are. You are not the ghostly giants that hold us trapped, the people of sand. You are from the old city new. ISIS must have seen you coming. Are you a rescuer? You must be. If I let you out, this whole place will turn on me. We as risk, but we trade for it. ISIS by the gates of the old city new would give much for our safety. I need to ask you some questions. I'll release you later. I have to make sure it's safe first. The Jawas and ISIS don't catch on its best. Please return with speed so we can be free and out of here. We thank you for this, and if you meant to do it, but it's unlike your kind and we'll get rewards in trade. If you mean to do it. There we go. We have to talk to the chieftain again about these Jawas, but first we wanted to see what we could do about Griff, who's got to be beyond this door. Might be better to do the Jawa thing first before Griff, but for now, let's keep saving. Let's keep saving. Is this where Griff is? I guess not. These are not the Sand People's belongings, right? I mean, there's mostly trash, but there's a lot of useful things for us. Some credits even, like, yeah. I saw some things for HK. What do we have here? Man, it gets so silent. Advanced targeting computer, yeah. Meant for droids that see regular combat, this targeting unit improves on the basic model and greatly increases battlefield performance. Bonus feat, weapon focus, blaster pistol, blaster rifle, bonus feat. Well, now perhaps I should switch away from the bowcaster. 110 plus 14, 18 plus 13. No. We should still use Salbar's bowcaster. Blaster carbine. 110 plus 14. 18 plus 13. No. Salbar's bowcaster is still a better choice.
Yeah?
Yes?
So Griff, where are you, Griff? This is not where Griff is. It's nice that the chieftain did say you are free to explore the Enclave. Careful of any disrespect. But I mean, still free to explore the Enclave. This rag pile. If I rifle through that, will it be okay? I mean, if we kill every sand person here, that is just like Anakin at least. I guess it is something that leads you to the dark side and all that, but yeah. We just got Banta fodder. Nothing else. Did I have that in the inventory already? I don't even know. But whatever. Let's continue. Where is Griff? Where is Griff, actually? Well, let's talk to the chieftain about the Jawas.
Query. What do you wish to ask of him, Master?
Ask about captives.
Clarification.
Ask about setting the captive Jawas free.
Translation. Translation. He says that the captive Jawas are slaves and that they have lived past their usefulness. You may take them if you wish.
Tell him farewell. Very well. That was way too easy. Where is Griff? Where is Griff supposed to be? Maybe I reach Griff from this side? No, I guess not. Let's focus on the Jawas first. Where is Griff supposed to be, actually? Thankfully, we were able to do it without conflict. If they still had seen usefulness out of the Jawas, though, it would have been more difficult. And with Griff, well, I guess they never saw use out of him. How did he not get killed? I might as well have just killed him. Save and save file number 2, just to be safe. You're back to us. You can't leave more often than that. Are you a rescuer that saves? ISIS must have sent. The Sand People said you can go. Run to Anchorhead. There are things you must have. The Jawas ISIS will reward and trade. Find him and you will see. ISIS will wait by the walls of your city that open to the sand. He'll trade fair. Thank you. Come to think of it, I think maybe ISIS bought the racing bonds for a higher price, or maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something entirely different, but... Where is this Griff Veil? He would have Mission's last name too, right? Maybe not. Griff Veil. Sounds weird, doesn't it? Mission Veil? Yeah, nice ring to it. Griff Veil. It's just weird. No, doesn't have that nice rhythm to it. The nice melody? Nah, melody's not the word. Just rhythm to it. A nice cadence to it. That's the word. A lot of Star Wars names have some nice cadence to them. Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Leia Organa. Even Leia Skywalker works really well. Leia Organa Solo. Right? Poe Dameron. I do like that name. I like that name too. Mace Windu. It's like Han Solo, the 3 syllables, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's 4, right? Han Solo. No, 3. Poe Dameron. Yeah, 4, but not that far away from the Han Solo 3 syllables. Some of my Star Wars: The Old Republic characters, I think, had a name like that, or maybe not actually. I gave them more simple names. But where is Griff then? No. Let me take a look at this. What's going on? Mission's brother. Oh, Griff was captured. Whether he's still alive is anyone's guess. Wait, did we forget to ask about it here? No, we didn't. Let's talk to Mission.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Let's talk about your brother.
Talk? What is there to talk? Griff may be a slime.
Uh,
I knew.
she's still saying the sand people have him? That's strange. That's strange. Something is off here. Didn't we ask about Griff already to the chieftain?
Query. Protocol.
No, yeah, like there's nothing to say about captives. There's nothing to say about captives. So yeah. I don't see an option. Where the blazes is Griff? Griff might be here outside somewhere else. Wait. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. I thought this was a door that led outside. Well, there you are, you scoundrel.
You there. I'm a high-ranking executive at the Zerka Corporation. There's a big reward if you take me back to Anchorhead.
Griff, don't you recognize me? It's Mission.
Mission? Is it really you? I heard Taurus was destroyed. I thought you were dead. Oh, joy of joys, my little sister is alive.
Yay.
I have to ask you something, Griff. It's important. I ran into Lena. She said it was your idea to leave me on Terrace. It isn't true, is it?
Oh, well, there's the truth and then there's the truth, you know? I always meant to go back to Taurus's just as soon as I had the credits to pay off my debts. But credits have been hard to come by.
You mean it's true? It was your idea to leave me there? I'm your sister. How could you abandon me like that?
Come on, sis. You didn't need me to look after you anymore. You may have been young, but you knew how to take care of yourself. Besides, you're here now. I mean, everything worked out fine.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me after all these years, after deserting me on Terrace?
Well,
We're in the middle of things, though.
Could you please get me out of here? You got a tough-looking friend there.
The sand people... I'm not risking getting the sand people mad. Stay here. Well, the sand people said you can go. Run to Anchorhead.
Yeah, you can find your way from there, right? Can you manage that? What? Is there something else?
Well, I wanted to thank you. And, you look like you're doing well. Financially, I mean. Say, could you spare me a few credits to get back on my feet?
You're hitting me up for credits. I don't believe this. Lena was right about you, Griff. We should have just left you to the sand people. Don't talk to me anymore. Ever.
That didn't go well. Sis was always a little too fiery for her own good. She'll cool down in time.
Now what, Griff?
You may have saved my life, but I don't have a single credit to my name. Say, you wouldn't be able to spare me some credits, just till I get back on my feet, you know?
I don't know if I should give him credits or not. Something in between, right? Here, take 50 credits.
That's it, huh? Figured you'd be able to spare a bit more than that. You know, I'll take whatever I can get. Don't worry about me. I've already got a job waiting for me. Greta, the manager over at the Zerka supply shop, said I could come work for him if I ever get tired of the mines. Yeah, I think I'll go take him up on his offer. You know, maybe there's something else you can help me with. I need to talk to a guy first and set up the details, but if you're interested in a job, come see me in Greta's shop. Goodbye, Mission. I'm glad you're not dead.
I'm glad you're not dead. Yay. I should not have given him a single credit. But I can spare 50 credits, at the very least. Like, not even some gratitude, for heaven's sake. At the very least... Oh, thank you. Oh, I was hoping for more. Or, you know, at least commenting that Mission is doing well. It's good that you're doing well financially. And don't ask for money at that point. I know times are desperate, but I mean, if he has a job waiting for him with Greta... This absolute scoundrel. Anyway. New areas have opened up now. Now that we have the map. So there's that. I think we should just return to Tatooine. I mean to Mos Eisley? No, Mos Eisley. Anchorhead, there we go. No, Mos Eisley is the cantina in Anchorhead. The one that's a wretched hive of scum and villainy many years from now is Anchorhead. The settlement does remain somehow. Somehow. So yeah. Why is it called Anchorhead again? I think they did say it, but I forgot. It's kind of something like the word spearhead, right? I keep being reminded of that first Third Doctor story from Doctor Who, Spearhead from Space. And like, I didn't realize Spearhead was a term, like a military term, like, because it's like the head of a spear, you see it very early. So it's like it's a very early attack force for an invasion. Right? But I thought they were talking about aliens that had like a spear on their head because of their shape or something. That's what I thought it meant, but no, that's not what it was. But anyway.
Greetings again from the offices of...
I have gaffy sticks to redeem for bounties.
I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftain's gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us.
Here it is.
Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerka Corporation thanks you.
Ah, thank you, very nice. For a bit more, I could maintain my vigilance in the future.
I think you'll find that the reward I've given is more than adequate for the task. No more is deserved.
And over more, or I bury you the same as... Nah, I'm not gonna say it. Fine, then. Have it your way.
I'm sure. Zerka Corporation thanks you again.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna be nice to her after what she said before. Nah, I want to say the other dialogue, but I'm not gonna bother. Although we should say before talking to Griff. See, I feel like we could just try it again and try to get a better roll, but last I saved was far away from there, so I'm not gonna bother.
Ah, just the person I was hoping to see.
Save it, Griff. I'm not talking to you. I want no part of whatever you're involved in.
Okay, sis, I see you're still mad. Fair enough. I don't think you could help me with this anyway. It's more of a job for your friend here.
What's the job?
As you may know, tack glands can be refined to a very potent powder. It's the primary ingredient in Teresian ale. That's what makes it so strong. Of course, now that Taris is pretty much wiped from the face of the map, Teresian ale has become somewhat scarce and very, very valuable. Luckily, I know the secret recipe.
So you want to open a bar?
I know this guy. He's with the Exchange. If I give him a small sample of Teresian ale, he says he can synthesize it and reproduce it in mass quantities. Problem is, I need one of those tack glands to make the first batch, and now that Taris is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk. If you can get your hands on one of those tack glands, I'll make it worth your while.
Griff, are you blind? Can't you see you're talking to a Jedi? We're out here trying to save the galaxy. We can't waste time on this.
Please, you have to help me. I promised this guy from the Exchange a sample of Teresian ale. If I don't come through for him, he's gonna break my legs. Or worse.
That's what you get for dealing with the Exchange.
Come on, Mission. I'm your brother. I'm family. You can't turn your back on me.
Forget it, Griff. I'm not falling for that line again. You'll have to find your own way out of this mess.
You bring me a single tack gland, and you not only save my life, but you get a piece of this great business opportunity. I mean, you can't pass this up. Think about it, and you'll see I'm right.
Tack gland. We'll talk to Mission about this. But of course, let's do it outside of here. What else do we want to do here? There's nothing else to do in here, right? It's just a matter of going to that next area. Now that we can make our way through the desert. Oh yes, let's also talk to Isis. But before that, yeah. Let's see if we can talk to Mission. HK can overhear us talking about this. It's okay.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
So, let's talk about your brother again.
I'm worried about Griff and his latest plan. I got a bad feeling about it. He doesn't know anything about brewing Teresian ale, and now he's got himself mixed up with the Exchange. Sometimes Griff can be so stupid. Part of me just wants to let him get what's coming to him.
I don't like either of these choices. Both of these choices are too much. No, I don't like any of these choices. Oh no, what the heck do I do here? All these choices suck. You said a mission, let the Exchange take care of that slime. You can't turn back your back on your own brother. I don't have time for this.
Right, sure, I understand. We got all this other stuff going on, what with the Sith and all. You're busy, no problem. Maybe later we can talk. When you have more time, you know. Hey there. And now...
Okay, let's say, you can't turn your back on your own brother.
why not? He turned his back on me.
Yeah.
He abandoned me on Terrace, so maybe I should just leave him high and dry now. Maybe a couple broken kneecaps will do him some good. Maybe that's just the kind of jolt he needs to turn his life around. Only, what if they do something worse? They might kill him.
Yeah,
I don't want
yeah,
him to die. He doesn't deserve that. But I just can't keep supporting his crazy schemes. Someone has to teach him a lesson.
These dialogue choices. It's possible no one can teach him this lesson mission. He may just have to learn it by himself.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not gonna change him. Griff is gonna keep on being Griff. Maybe if we get these tat glands for him, things will work out. Or maybe he'll finally see the light and turn over a new leaf. I know it's not likely, but it's all I have to hope for.
We did get light side points. We could have been even better about it, but I don't like the implication that, you know, to be kinder to him. I wanted to lean in that direction, but the reason why is merely because his family. Stick by your family even if there's slime. I can't say that. I don't agree with that. I want to make this dialogue as accurate to the way I would approach it as possible. It's also why we're going for the light side and all that, but yeah. Well, ISIS is over there. This just shows us we should be saving before every single dialogue. Every single dialogue. As much as we can. And yeah, save file number 1 is okay. I think it's safe to say it's okay. Might be fun to visit Yucalaika and see what HK47 has to say to Yucalaika. First, let's get our reward. ISIS! You have your kind answer, Javo. Thank you for what was done. Mine have returned because of you. It is as we agreed, as ISIS hoped it was. I have things to give you. Take and be welcome. I'm looking for something called a star map. Can you help? You have said the tribe of ISIS, and we of Java are willing to trade. I know of this, but it is far away. In the sands of the east, the eastern dune sea, we dig for the people of sand and find this strange thing of the people before. Already do you have a map for the eastern dunes? Follow it and you will find what you need in the lair of the dragon. A dragon? What kind of creature is that? The greatest of the desert. There is no larger. Bigger than the big machines. Javas don't know how to find something so big. There is a way, though. There is a way. There's a hunter at twilight. He has seen many things. Look at the eastern dune sea when you go, and he may help. Thank you. Goodbye. You are a good friend of the Javas. We'll remember when you're kind of gone. Ask if you need any more of anything. Thank you so much. Oh, great. ISIS. Oh, wait. What did we receive as a reward? Credits? I think it was... What did it say there? 300 credits or something like that. Does it say here? No, this is just dialogue. Feedback. Okay. Echani Shield. Wow. And then 350 experience points. Nice. Alright. Echani Shield. Wow, okay. Let's replace the Arcanian one. I have the Echani armor. Let's wear this as well. Let's see. 200 seconds of mass damage taken. Electrical 50 points. Well, it's for specific energy, but it can still work. The Echani put much effort into developing a forearm shield that, once activated, will allow a mercenary to close on a blaster-wielding enemy relatively unscathed. This unit is discarded once its energy cells are depleted. Yeah, if you choose to just slaughter the entire Sand People Enclave, maybe you don't even have HK47 with you, right? Then you have those Jawas to give you the map to get to the star map. What happens if you don't bother to save them? Or if you're like aggressive towards them? I don't think there was a dialogue choice to kill the Jawas. There really isn't much benefit to doing that, even if you're an evil dark side person. So yeah, this would be the other way of doing it. Or I feel maybe Zerka would somehow know. Not Zerka representative wouldn't possibly know about a star map, but maybe if you ask about it, it kind of rings a bell. Something her superiors told her, I don't know. But should we switch to another party member? What should be the new party then? There's no need to have missions still with us, I think. We can have the good old Card Bastila combo. Nobody else is leveled up, right? I think not. Well, we'll keep finding out as we go through the desert. Juhani might be fun too. Mostly I want to see what everybody's telling each other. Oh, and also equipment though. Just sit energy shield. Oh, wait a minute. Guard has an arcane energy shield? When did I equip that on him? So I had one like that before? That's good. Brejik's armband. Who was wearing this? Somebody who takes a lot of melee attacks should be wearing that. That should be me. Or Bastila. Since, you know, we go into close combat. And we may change some enemies that have both ranged and melee combat. So in that sense, we'll be doing a lot of melee combat. We will need to protect ourselves against melee attacks a lot for that reason. Very well. Let's continue here. We are progressing really well through Tatooine and KOTOR. Great stuff right here, Tajigen. Thanks for being here with me today. If you're watching on the VOD, the archive video, then that's fine too. Whatever day it is for you. Did we take a look at this debris? This was the thing with the Gamorreans, right? Let's just double check. Yeah, because there were mines on this too that were removed. This makes me want to have HK-47 as well, but we'll leave it at this for now. I feel like Canderous would be good for that Great Dragon thing. Let's save here in case I can change the party once we're in that desert area. That other desert area. What is it called? Eastern Desert Dunes? Eastern Dune Sea, there we go. Yes, I do mostly remember the name. I love that word, Dune. You can maybe blame the sci-fi series Dune for that, but yeah. Let's avoid any unnecessary combat. Those dewbacks, are they friendly? Well, let's try to avoid them anyway. We're doing the MMORPG policy. It does seem like the next thing to do is indeed that Great Dragon. And I think with the Dragon Pearl we have two choices. We either sell it at the Hunter's Lodge for a very nice amount of money, or we give it to the Sand People and we get to hear their history. Which is the choice I'm gonna go for. So it's good that I sold those racing bonds because we do need the money. That Twi'lek is here, isn't he? There's somebody else there. Who is that? It's not who I think it is. I don't think so. Alright, the kind of combat we're about to get into. Yeah, we can change the party. Let's load the game. I think I might want a different party setup or... Who would have the best comments for this situation? HK-47 would just be really good for combat. And I want to keep HK-47 with me. What if I have both HK-47 and Canderous with me? Let me see what Comad has to say, though.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad.
Ah.
How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
Rest in peace, you idiot. How can you be so that arrogant? What happened to him exactly, though? Seems like he was having a mine attack or something. Look at that. It is a dragon. It is a dragon. This goes into the science fantasy territory for Star Wars. I thought I would see you out here, human. We are hunters, you and I. Perhaps we should pull our skills. Our skills that kills? I have tracked a very special beast to its lair. A great dragon rests within, and tonight he is the hunted, although by unorthodox means. I thought you preferred the solo hunt. That is true, but this is a very critical fight. Bull dragons are rare to see. Rare still is the apparent size. It is larger than the one my father felled a decade ago, and he's too far out of his territory and must be dealt with. I might not prevail alone, human, but I must try. I gotta be so fast. Right, I even missed some dialogue. I gotta be so fast with it. So pardon me if I'm too fast, but this is the way I gotta do it if I want to read it out loud like this. Why should we kill this great beast? The natural cycle on Tatooine spans hundreds of years, but there are complications that must be addressed. Complications from our presence. Great dragons feed on bantas. If the numbers of other species fall, the other grows too numerous and unbalances the cycle. Now settlers use bantas, so there are less for dragons to eat. Fewer. This one is moving closer to Anchorhead. Perhaps there will be more, but he is the threat tonight. Fewer. That's the right word, Comad. Fewer. I'll help. Give me more information about how. We must bait the great beast out of hiding and ambush him swiftly. There is no room to engage him in the lair, and his hide will repel blaster fire. What about lightsabers? I place mines around the mouth of the cape. We must coax him out, but this is the end of his season of hibernation. It will take much to rouse him. The food of a beast this size is almost exclusively bantas, and foolish hunters if we are not careful. To lure him out, we must lure his food to tempt him. I know what we need. How will we lead the bantas here? They too have their food of choice. We must find some banta fodder to lead the bantas here. I have a few ideas about where this may be found. I have a little bit of that. Sand people keep banta herds, so some of them must have fodder on hand or in their settlement. A vendor in Anchorhead also had some. He had a kiosk in the spaceport. If you find fodder and bait the bantas here, the mines will deal with the dragon as it emerges to feed. Not exactly a glorious hunt, but it will ensure the safety of the region. That seems very easy. What aren't you telling me? There is one added threat. The Sand people regard bantas as sacred. Attempting to feed the heart in this area will likely lead to an attack. That is the problem, though. We are far from the weakened tribes around Anchorhead. The Sand people of this region are strong, fierce, and will think nothing of killing you. Be careful. Be careful. If we face these Sand people here, what happens, right? Wow, Bastila looks so disapproving in the background. Her face is so worried and so kind of mollified, is that the word? I forget what word I'm looking for, but yeah. Almost horrified, like, you're considering doing this? But I don't know, it does seem like the best choice. Why did we just do it with fodder and not with the bantas? Because the poor bantas are going to be collateral damage to this. And I wanted to come back with Kandaros and HK. They would be more approving of this, maybe. Kandaros would have some suggestions of his own. So, I want to see what I can do with this. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't lead to conflict in the Enclave because I got these Sand people killed as well. But look, I have your fodder. Good, now there's a herd that moves out in the desert. Lead them here. Approach them with the fodder and lead them here. I'll see what I can do. I wish you luck against the Sand people. When you return, the dragon will fall. I wish it could be under more sporting circumstances, but we must do what the circumstances call for. I hope for a mirror of my father's expedition, but that will have to wait. Let's reload. I want to see this dialogue. I'm going to save here just in case, though. Where should we save? Save file number 1 or 2, or... We can save in number 2. I don't see any reason not to do it over there. However, let's reload because I wanted to go in with Kandaros and HK and see what they comment. We're doing something a bit more, leaning a bit towards the dark side, and we need some high firepower. I get the feeling maybe if I have them both, I'm only going to see the comment from one of them, because Kandaros would definitely say something. HK would definitely say something. But then I feel like sometimes we have dialogues where one of them doesn't say their thing because he's too busy doing the comment from the other. And I did say sometimes they comment on the comments of the other companion. One comments on the other's comment, but yeah. Yeah, those dewbacks are friendly. Very nice, very nice. What happens if I try to interact with them? Oh, what a nice creature. I think you can kill them if you place a mine and you lead them towards the mine. But why would we do that? Maybe on a dark side playthrough if we want to be even more dark-sidey. Darker and edgier. That's not what darker and edgier means. No. That's not what it means. Come on. And also, yeah, they're both like blaster users, although it's a bowcaster for HK, but still. Wonder if this is the right setup to use. Let's give it a try anyway.
I'm tired of waiting.
We'll keep
Comad.
skipping through this.
How big can this dragon of yours be?
I can't skip this
I'm going
cutscene.
in.
Well, let's watch him die again, you fool. I think there's also a dark side influence in there. I could see that. Let's see if there's any new dialogue. Why do you want me and not another hunter? You are here, they are not. I also didn't know the size of my quarry until I was tracking him. And perhaps there are other reasons. I tried to get the help of one another, but you saw him die in the lair. He lacked experience and, more importantly, patience. I usually hunt for the skill of it, but must make an exception today. I want newcomers to understand the proper intent behind the hunt, no matter the methods we use. I kinda like him. I do like him. What's with this angle? I kinda like this angle. Very cinematic. Nothing from HK or Canderous? It is possible that if I have only one of them and not both of them at the same time, there would be more going on, but this is not the way to do things. Unless, you know, we want to take longer. So yeah, I'm not gonna try to reload yet again. But we'll try with Canderous and HK. That being said, I will do a separate save file for this. And this is where we save at number 3. Yeah. This is where we use save file 3. These banthas all around here. How do I lure them with bantha fodder? Oh yeah, my controller is vibrating. How do I use that again? I think you can like use a mine for that, but then the mine is just gonna kill them. We still have this for the Sandral estate. Yeah, map of the Eastern Dune Sea. By showing how to interpret ancient marker stones, this map can be used to find a safe route through the Eastern Dune Sea. Only intimate local knowledge could take the place of such a document. Hunter's license. We have a lot of bantha fodder actually. Like, I think our way of doing it. Can we I don't see the option. Ah, there we go. This bantha perks up as you approach, obviously attracted to the smell of the fodder you are carrying. The whole herd falls in step. Here come the sand people from here though. And I mean, I'm gonna have to fight these sand people, and that's going to lead to issues. Let's try a frag grenade here. Journal was updated though. Let me see. Yeah, several landfall you must lead them to the mouth of the Great Dragon Lair. Yeah. But not right now. Let's try stasis on this sand person. Can we do it from here? We should try to focus on one enemy at a time. Oh, they are throwing grenades too. Yeah, it gets noisy, but also because I'm pausing a lot in between attacks and all that, we should speak when there's not that much going on. I did see HK lost a lot of health already. I don't like that. I don't like the look of that. The game, as I said, the game was more difficult than I expected it to be. Why don't we try an advanced repair kit?
I heard I bet.
Who said that? Was it me? Was it the player character who said that? Didn't quite sound like HK. Yeah, because HK keeps receiving the most of that damage. And there I am doing some beautiful attacks. Power attack! Yes. Let's go for an improved flurry. Take you fully down. Hold on. Let's try a force whirlwind. Let's try a force whirlwind on you too. They save throw. Oh, and they changed my target. Why do they change my target like that? Don't do that again. There we go. The moment I target them, my companions target them too. Oh no, wait, are they still firing at... They're all over the place. No, wait, no, they're not firing at the other one. No, they're not firing at the other one. It's the damage from the force whirlwind as well. Okay. So I think we're fine. Let's take care of you. Improve the flurry. Come on. We'll keep leading the bandas again in a moment. Let's heal. Oh, some other fights are gonna come soon. We need all that we can get. Didn't mean to do that, Canderous. I did use some other force power, so yeah, let's wait. Those heals are only for myself.
Ready.
Because, well, you're not gonna heal a droid with the force like that. So, thankfully we have a lot of repair kits. We'll obviously use the regular repair kits. They're both for T3 and for HK. Yes, at some point I'll like to do something with both HK and T3. To have them both in a party in the future. Every possible party rotation, right? I would love to do that. But we'll see what happens in this playthrough. May not be necessary. Let's save the game. Let's save the game. No. You can never save too many times. No such thing in Knights of the Old Republic, I think. We can save in save file number 3. I don't see why not. Although, save in save file number 4. Let's be on the safe side. Yeah, this is the sort of thing that makes me create. That makes me go through more save files. Those poor Bantha, though. Bantha fodder. The Bantha themselves are going to be fodder. Good job. Come talk to me. Right. Quickly, be ready. The Banthas are in position and will soon stir a restless prey. I hope the mines do their job quickly. Don't worry, I'm ready. Wait, what is the rumbling sound? Oh boy, it's a big one. Careful. Look at that. Now that's a dragon. That is definitely a dragon. Come on. Will that be enough? Will that be enough? Well, the Banthas are gonna die too, surely. The Banthas didn't die from that. That's great. That surprises me. Whew! Well, it is done, and the great beast is dead. To my shame, I denied him a final fight, but I will honor his memory to make amends. Well, thank you for your aid, human. You have earned a share of the victory, such as it is. Thanks. We did what had to be done. Regrettably so. Just hope you remember there were high reasons for this. Don't let the spoils be your only reason to hunt. Wealth fades, the sands remain. The sands remain. Well, thank you for your help here today, human. I shall see you again, I am sure. As long as I get the Great Dragon Pearl. I need it for the Sand People. See, I'm not taking it for the monetary reward, so... It is very much the way Command Fortuna would like it to be. Great Dragon Pearl. That's it. And of course, what lies beyond in that cave is also of great importance. Now, there are some other things to do here. I get the feeling my other companions leveled up as well, so I'll have to take a look at them. Treat injury at 12. Okay, sure. Let's just do recommended. Improve toughness. That is a good idea, though. That is a good idea. What do we have? Oh, no. Wait. No, let's not do it automatically. Recommended computer use and repair. Yeah. That'll do the trick. I don't see any reason to create a new save file now, but... I mean, to go for another save file, but... Yeah. Let's save back at number 1. I mean... Oh, we can bash the remains. We can cut them open to get more, maybe? Now we're doing something Comad wouldn't have approved of, you see? Oh. Never mind. That really was an unnecessary thing, wasn't it? Wait. What happens if I don't bash the remains? We just saved the game. Might as well leave it there. Leave it there. As proof of what we needed to do. It does take a lot of guts and a lot of skill to be able to do that kind of kill. Skills that kills for sure. It takes a lot of skill to do that kind of kill. We can do the rhyme without breaking grammar. But yeah, it disappears. It disappears one way or another. These are the ones we're going to loot though. Shoot human corpse. Rest in pieces. Was this the idiot that went in? No. Look at that Jedi Master robe. Was this a Jedi Master? Who knows? Yeah, we do have some loot to see here. Ah! Violet crystal! Well, there we are. I mean, I do hold a purple lightsaber in the thumbnail. We can finally live up to that. But we're still gonna have to wait because I can't change the crystal here. We have to go for like the custom station. Let me see the item. There is my violet crystal at last. Look at that. Taken from the gullet of a crate dragon, this crystal in pearl appears to have refractory qualities that might allow it to function as a lightsaber crystal once properly adapted. There you go. We can also use it for that. I think it's just a matter of showing the pearl to the sand people and they still let me keep it. I could also sell it for a good reward, or I just show it and they give me money. Because I would like to use it as a lightsaber upgrade. Where's my violet crystal here? I don't see it. There we go. It glows faintly with an inner violet light. Here we are at last. Alright, nerve amplifier belt. 31 credits, advanced med pack. Any other remains? No. It's time to interact with the first star map. Well, the first piece of the star map outside of Dantooine. And thus the plot advances. Here in Knights of the Old Republic. Yes. The pieces come together.
Anybody else get the feeling that finding this star map in the back of this Crate Dragon's cave is more than just a coincidence?
Observation. There is tremendous power emanating from the star map. I wonder if the Crate Dragon was drawn to this cave because of it.
Possibly. The star map is a powerful dark side artifact.
Yes, Master. I am certain you are correct. Now that we have what we came for, I do hope we will be leaving this world soon. I am growing so sick of sand in my circuits.
Let's get off this dusty rock, shall we? Yeah, I was about to say, I kind of wish I did bring Bastila, Karth, some of the others to see what they comment, but Kandaros and HK's comments are great too. They're great as well. So it's okay. It's okay. Let's save on save file number 2. Let's save on save file number 5. I don't know. There we go. We don't have a save file on Terrace anymore. You could be doing multiple playthroughs in multiple save files, right? But I'll probably just end up accidentally saving over a save file I don't want to save over. Now, I know what is about to happen here.
Acknowledgement.
I know what is about to happen here. So, let's get ready for that. The shields last until needed, right? Oh, I should have given another shield to Kandaros. Anyway, stimulants.
Ready.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a stimulant for a droid. Adrenal stamina.
Yes?
There is a reason we were looking for this. There you are again, Kalo Nord. Well. It's a bit different than I remember, I think. Maybe not.
I have to give you credit. You've led me on quite a chase, but nobody gets away from Kalo Nord in the end.
Kalo.
I see you brought some backup, Kalo. Realized we were a bit too much to handle on your own now.
You got lucky on Terrace. The Sith attack saved you from a quick and gruesome death. But I promise you, the Sith won't be getting in my way this time.
You traveled a long way just to die, Kalo.
Let's go, boys. It's showtime.
And I get to be cocky like that because I have Kandaros and HK with me. Let's be a bit more dark side-ish. I can say those sorts of things. No, I'm not gonna try to negotiate with Kalo. He's not gonna listen to reason. I'm not even gonna pretend that I'm to be diplomatic here. It would be just a pretension in this situation, right? But here we go. See, being the only melee user does have its advantages because it feels weird having to run all over the place like this. But yeah, I knew Kalo Nord was gonna come. And yeah, I'm glad I have Kandaros with me for that reason. I'm sure Karth would have said something though. Maybe Bastila, but yeah. Too bad we couldn't see it, but this will do fine too. I use the Achani shield because I don't expect I'll really be going melee that much. Some of them, well actually yeah, some of them are running towards us. They might be going melee. Let's try a poison grenade. They are moving a bit more than I wanted them to move. That's the range we need for a grenade. Let's now try a plasma grenade. We want high firepower. I just need to get better at combat. There's some things I still need to, like, relearn here. Nice damage. That's some very high damage on that thing right there. How about, no, ion grenade is for droids, right? If they were to have droids. Ion grenade. Any droids present on shields caught in the effect. I mean, it would be good for the shields as well. I love what that plasma grenade did, but no, a sonic grenade would do the trick as well. Because I don't want to spend my other plasma grenade just like that already. But alright, it's time to move. Let's try to go for... only one of them got poisoned from the poison grenade. That's okay, we're not going to do another one. I think it would be too much. Let's try to go for a Force Whirlwind. I'm not sure what to do. I want to do a Force Whirlwind on Kalos to keep him stunned. But since he's the boss character among those enemies, he's probably going to DC. Wait, DC, is that the word? To save throw? What did DC mean again? For some reason I just forgot. But yeah. Speaking of grenades. Wow, was that from the Force Whirlwind? I didn't expect that. That's a bit strange. Okay, let's fight this dog first. The one with more health, so I can leave the killing of the other one to HK and to Canderous, although Canderous is stunned right now. So let's keep that in mind. And HK is going to need... There we go. That dog is dead. HK needs an advanced repair kit here. Canderous could use an advanced med pack as well. If needed, we have the life support packs, but hopefully we don't have to use them. We have 4 of them. Alright. Let's try Force Whirlwind on Kalo again. Or Kalo, I should say. And then let's kill this Rhodian thug as soon as possible. You're a bit further away than I would like it to be. A bit tanky. Or we just don't do a lot of damage. There we go. There's the damage we should be doing. Improved Flurry can be so nice. A lot of the time. Let's try another Force Whirlwind then. Let's really make use of this. If we need to heal, we'll just use a med pack or something. Or even one of the life support packs. Yeah, they saved throat. He saved throat. Which doesn't surprise me either. We can keep doing Force Whirlwind. I don't see a reason to not to do that. Stasis, I think, wouldn't work. Right? Let's use an advanced med pack now. Yeah, now Kalo is fully focused on me. What about my shields? Do I still have the Achani shield? Let's use it too, because we've run out of it already. We can really use it. Kalo just deals a lot of damage, as you would expect him to. I think I don't have the battle stimulant anymore, so it might be good to use that too. While we heal, Canderous and HK are doing damage too, so that helps. Let's try power attack. Let's see how it does. Barely any damage, it feels like. Okay, improved flurry. The energy shield is helping immensely. Alright, critical strike! Exit! You came a long way just to die, Kalo Nord. Good fight. You were a worthy opponent. I knew our battle would be legendary. We didn't get like a proper fight, so to speak, against the Great Dragon. Don't worry, you're still gonna have a boss fight right here in the form of Kalo Nord. Let's see. First, let's get these things. Kalo Nord's battle armor. Who is going to wear that? I get the feeling a certain Mandalorian is going to be wearing that. A certain Ordo. A Mandalorian that has a lot of candor. Let's see though. A China Fiber armor, defense bonus 7, max dexterity plus 5. Oh wait, where is it? Oh, it's heavy. I can't wear heavy, I think. So yeah, that will really be for Canderous. Cart might be able to wear it, but yeah. So right now with Davik's Warsuit, 8 plus 3. Resistance to cold and fire. Kalo Nord's battle armor. Resistance to cold and fire, 9+1. I think this might be better on Karth, actually. Oh, and sonic fire and cold resistance. I mean, Karth is the one that could use more dexterity, so yeah. Kendra should be wearing this. And it's upgradable too. Commissioned by Calo Nord, this armor was based on heavily modified Mandalorian designs. The maker was killed to pierce Nord's ego, ensuring his suit would forever be unique. You absolute diva. Yeah, he's getting closer to looking like a Mandalorian in full armor, like this. So it works out. Well done! I'm sure this pleased both Candace and HK, so they were also the right choice. I knew Calo Nord was gonna come. I'm just not gonna say it because it's a spoiler. Now, here's something else that may or may not be considered a spoiler. You may not always get the Calo Nord boss fight here, because you have a choice between 4 planets, right? Tatooine, Kashyyyk, Korriban, and Manam. I went for Tatooine first, which is the Legends canon choice, I guess you could say. The choice in continuity, that is as part of the continuity, which is to go to Tatooine first. If we had gone to Kashyyyk, Manam, Korriban, it would have made it so that the Calo Nord fight happens there. No matter what happens when you get to the star map portion of the planet, after getting out of there and after getting out of the area that has the star map, or nearly getting out, you know, the areas are different. I actually don't remember all of them. I think I remember the one in Kashyyyk, the one in Manam is a bit different. I don't remember the one in Korriban. But anyway, that's when Calo Nord comes and fights you. There's some other events that also happen on your second planet, and no matter what second planet it is, it happens there. On the third planet or so, like... Also those dark side disciples we fought in Anchorhead. I think they would not have happened in Anchorhead if I had gone for Kashyyyk or one of the other planets instead. So yeah.
Sure.
There we are. There we are. Alright. What did I want to do now? Oh, this is funny. It says that Calo said this, but it was me who said it. Alright. Yeah, let's remember, we want to use that violet lightsaber crystal. Right, we wanted to save the game, didn't we? I'm so curious to see what the others are going to say about the Starforge, but it would take a lot of back and forth. I'm not going to do it. It's too much time for the stream, I think. Well, let's even save file number 6. I could make another one. It's funny that it has like a limited amount of free space. Being on the Switch, I could just keep going and going. On the PC, I could do it as well. That's probably the one that doesn't have limited space. It'd probably be bad for the console to not have all that space. Is Knights of the Old Republic available in PS5 and Xbox Series? Or at the very least in Xbox One and PS4? I wonder. I'm so curious to see what that next Nintendo console is going to look like, but the longer they take, the better, because I don't think I'll be able to afford it when it comes out. I mean, I got my Switch like late 2018, so that was already a year and a half of its release. So that's okay too, right? But even before anything with the Switch, the Super Switch, I feel, is the next console. They're probably gonna make it be a very different name at this point, but the Super Switch is how I'll refer to it until we have an official name. You know, I have to upgrade the PC long before I even consider getting that. So, at the very least, it's not like the Switch is just gonna die immediately. Yeah, many consoles have been like that in their lifetime. The Wii U was certainly like that, even though it had issues, right? And I mostly want to think of Nintendo consoles as reference because they handle things a bit differently. But we could also use PlayStation and Xbox as examples. So we'll still have plenty of content from the Nintendo Switch itself. There's that, depending on the games we go for. But eventually, yeah, I'll have to give money for that. Oh, no, that's not where we go next. A vast expanse of desert. No, I went through the wrong area. I could have sworn there were like some western... There was a western Dune Sea. This is the eastern Dune Sea. I thought there was maybe a western one, but no. Oh, the Sand People territory, right? We could go into the territory, which is good because we have to give the Dragon Pearl for the story we wanted to tell here. And I think we can switch the party again. I want to see what the others are going to say. I still need HK though. I want to see what Bastila is going to say about what we're going to discover. Oh yeah, and everybody has a level up. We should also go through that. But you know, if the Super Switch comes out next year, if it doesn't come out this year, is next year. No, Nintendo did say something, supposedly. I saw it somewhere. I don't know if it's entirely true, but like Nintendo said, this is the last year without a Switch successor. 2024 will be the last year without a Switch successor. So that tells us both that 2025 will be a year with the Switch successor and 2024 will be a year without it. So yeah, and the last Nintendo Direct that we reacted to right here, you can check the VODs for that. Before that Direct, they explicitly said there are no news about the Switch successor, okay? Don't expect them. And we didn't expect them. If anything, I wonder if we'll have the Game Awards in December say something about the Super Switch. That would be a perfect time to announce it, but Nintendo just does their own thing. It depends on how early it's going to be. I think they also did say no later than early 2025 is the announcement of the console. I can see them making it be their own thing. But I just love the Game Awards so much that I want them to like put it in that show because it deserves it. It deserves to have even more prestige to it, if you will. Advanced throw lightsaber for Bastila though. We should try to make more use of that. It's a good range attack to use. Let me have some water here. No, I haven't been hydrating well so far, have I? It's only been about 2 hours of stream though. We have already done a lot, which is great too. No, yeah, sooner than later I am going to... Oh no, wait, I said I was going to dual wield lightsabers, but no, I'm gonna use a double-bladed lightsaber, right? I'll see how I feel about it. Because of the way we have to distribute lightsabers between all the Jedi characters we're gonna have and others, but yeah. Gamescom is next week, though. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. Speaking of the Game Awards, you know, Jeff Keighley has those 3 events. Feels like he could have a 4th event somewhere. But when, right? Funny thing about Gamescom and Summer Game Fest is that they're not that far from each other. Might be okay to move Gamescom to fall, make it a fall event, and then a spring event. Who knows what that could be. What is it that Summer Game Fest kind of replaced E3? Too bad E3 is not a thing anymore, but yeah. We are gonna have an official co-stream with Gamescom. Well, I'm still waiting for them to confirm with an email. They tend to do it just a few days before it, but one way or another we're gonna co-stream it. Whether it's official or not depends on if they will reply. Last year we didn't get to do it because I sent the form too late, and so I think they weren't able to reach back to me on that for that reason. We could have still co-streamed it without making it official, but I guess I decided not to. I did like make a thumbnail and everything, but yeah. That reaction to Gamescom, however, is going to be on Twitch. It tends to be better to do those on Twitch because they have Twitch drops, and I would like you all to be able to get that benefit out of watching my stream over there in the Twitch dimension. Is it me or is my mouth moving strangely? The mouth tracking and all that. It's a bit strange. No, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just me. Since we want to level up our companions, let's keep bringing the others in. So, oh, and we also want to give equipment to Karth. The one we just took off. The one we just took off of Candor's might be good for Karth. Although this is really good because it's still unupgradable armor, 6+4, immunity to mind affecting. Davix Warsuit is 8+3. I wonder if it would be good though. He does look great like this. The Republic mod armor fits him though, also because it's a Republic thing. So I'll keep it. I'm paying a bit of a cost in terms of defense. Paying a bit of a price in terms of defense, but we'll keep it that way. Let's keep going for recommended until I have a good reason not to do recommended anymore. Alright. Now then. We have Salbar and T3. No, and Mission as well. Let's do them first. Seriously, I want to see what they would all comment. Because if you notice what HK and Candor said was exclusive to Tatooine. So yeah. Master Caution. Okay, more to demolitions and stealth. Replace the +2 bonus given by improved caution. What do you have for us, Salbar? Computer use and demolitions being increased. Okay, seems like a good idea. I feel like repair and treat injury might be good too, but alright. Improve critical strike. Yeah, sure. I can see why that would be good. Alright. Mission Veil. Why did we have Bastila with us again? We wanted to see what she would comment on more about the Star Forge and all that. So that mission with Griff, where he wants us to get like this thing for Teresian Ale, that happens outside of the planet. And then we return to Tatooine and give that to him. So we're still going to go back and forth between the planets a little bit. We are indeed a spacer, like that Rodian said. Sneak attack 6, nice. Improved dueling. Let me see that. What does that do? Improved dueling. Continue focus on the use of one single one-handed weapons, grants a character +2 to attack and +2 to defense. Right, so we have benefits to not making her a dual wielder. So yeah. I wonder if she should have Davik's warsuit then. 4 + 5. Oh no, she can't wear it. Never mind. She needs armor proficiency for heavy. One thing I want to give everybody is the ability to have an implant. I'm literally the only one that's making use of those. Oh, we still have immunity to poison, huh? Could have maybe used one of the others. When we expect to be going into something with poison in it, that's when we should have the others. Let's use the cardio package for now then. And yeah, let's have... Should we still have HK with us? Bastila... Right, because I want... Yeah. We're going to the Sand People Enclave, so yeah. Careful, don't get into those mines. Where the blazes are we? I can't see how to get to the Sand People area. We should also be making more use of solo mode. Oh, right, there's a whole part of this we didn't explore. I doubt we're gonna get much out of this. This is like a pile or two of rubble. That one over there might have something. Of course, that is worth exploring extra.
Yes?
And then she can do her own cure, so that I'm completely at full health. We have a Twilight corpse right here, rest in peace. Probably killed by the Sand People as well. Just one thermal detonator out of that. Alright, let's make sure we save the game. Since we did a lot there with everybody. We don't want to have to go through that again, do we? Game 6, let's do it as save file number 6. At some point we'll create more save files too, it's okay, if needed. But are they going to attack us? Are they aware of the attack we did on those Sand People? They're a different clan, but... I mean, if they found out we killed other Sand People, surely they're going to be aggressive about that. There's a mine here somewhere, where is it? Okay, all the way back there, that's okay. The person that has best demolitions here is either HK or me. So yeah. We can just go in though. Yes, I want to see what Bastila comments on that. Cantors might have something interesting to say. Cards would definitely have something interesting to say, but I think Bastila will have more out of everyone. Yes, I think the version in continuity, the Legends canon version, if you will, is one in which all the companions were with the player character. All of them. So we did see everybody comment on the Star Forge when you find it right there. Although it's a big group of people. At this point, it's 9 of us. It's a Fellowship of the Ring. Small enough not to be an army and pass unnoticed in some areas because of that, but it's also big enough to not be unnoticed, depending on what you're doing, right? At least I think, like, when going into the Enclave, it would just be the player character, HK, and one more person, which was Mission last time. Maybe one more, maybe Bastila goes in there. But yeah. You wouldn't want a huge group of people going in. There's still one more companion we've yet to meet, but that comes later. Now then, let's make sure we save the game again, just in case. At some point we'll stop saving as save file number 6, but for now let's continue there.
Query.
I want information on Sand People culture.
Protocol. Translation. Translation. You have been told that to be considered worthy of hearing the histories, you need to bring him a dragon pearl from a crate dragon. Translation. He says the discussion is closed until you fulfill this condition. He thinks you are just making fun of his traditions.
Well, here is a dragon pearl.
Translation. Translation. He is stupefied, Master. He never thought you could return with such an item. Such a thing has not been done in many years. Translation. He will allow you to meet the storyteller, but also gives a warning. If you dare to repeat the histories incorrectly, you will be killed. Translation. The storyteller will be summoned to one of the rooms here in the Enclave. He seems to think this is a great honor for you, Master.
Mm-hmm. Very well.
Translation.
Yes, let's have the storyteller. Was it here? Where was the storyteller? I thought it was in the same room, but no, that's the storyteller. And yes, of course, we can get through all sorts of amusing dialogue. I don't know if we have an opportunity to like repeat the histories incorrectly. Does the storyteller quiz you about it? I'm not sure. I mean, they have to know that there's a translation thing going on with HK, right? They probably hate technology like that too, that whole thing about living with the land and all that, but it's a necessity as well. I mean, they still use technology. Even the baskets are technology, right? But it's enough technology that isn't above the land too much. HK did say that at most you have animals severing your link from the land, but animals are part of the land too in a way. And they're never going to create technology like a sentient being would. So if you use them to live with the land, you're still connected to the land, so to speak. But then where does that leave stuff like that thing they use on their heads, on their mouths, that makes them have those unique noises? Where does that come from, right? Does that break the rule? Is it an evil to be tolerated, whether it's outsiders or not? I don't know. Anyway, compared to the wars they've encountered, the Sand People storyteller is relatively calm in his movements and speech, but he still regards you coldly. Regards you coldly.
Translation. He identifies himself as the storyteller, Master. He has been told of your warrior skills and will speak the history to you.
I am honored. Ask him what he wait. He will speak it. They don't write it down?
Translation.
Let's see what happens.
Translation. Theirs is an oral history, Master, an active part of their lives. It is only permitted to relay the tales face to face. Translation. A book or datapad can be taken away, cheapening the value of what it contains. To commit it to paper or storage is to remove it from the people.
Oral histories are often inaccurate. I can say that and just get into conflict right away. Now, this history, you might think, is the sort of thing that would get lost. And especially because it's not only oral, but, you know, it's only between Sand People. And when you hear what they're about to say, Tajigen, for those who don't know, it's a huge revelation. Now it's part of Legends. I guess it's not part of the canon continuity, but yeah. It's part of the Legends continuity, but still, it's very transcendental. I like that they went there. What topics can I choose from?
Translation. Translation. You may choose to hear the history, or you may choose not to. Their history is a single entity that cannot be partitioned. Translation. The only exception is in continuing the tales once they have begun. If you leave, when you return, he will continue from where he left off.
It is gonna be long, but yeah, let's go for it. Begin the history.
Translation. Translation. It begins with the ancient times. They were not sand people, for there was no sand. The land was green with life, and they walked without wrappings. Translation. Though the land was beautiful, they lived apart from the land. They built their walls high and saw beyond the horizon.
There it is.
They dared to reach the stars. Translation. There are no words for how long ago this was. It was before the outsiders, before the abduction, before the cities fell, before the builders.
That's insanity, isn't it? Tatooine was once a lush world with grass everywhere. It was not a desert planet. And the Sand People were originally just regular people who built technology. They went and space traveled, and it led to all this as well. And those builders also came and probably made a mess of things in here. I think that's where it's leading, actually. But the builders were pretty much like 20,000 or so years ago. So this would be tens of thousands of years, even before all that. Isn't that amazing? I don't know if I can ask questions about what I've heard, but I want to ask questions about what I've heard.
Cautionary. I should warn you, Master, that any questioning of their interpretation may be seen as trying to change the meaning of what was said. Clarification. They may consider this to be speaking the words in error, a blasphemy they would attempt to kill you for.
Then, I want to ask something about the ancient times.
Clarification. It would appear that they once had a thriving technologically advanced society, but were wiped out by a much more sophisticated alien species.
Is there anything in the galactic record that would verify this?
Negative. I am no library, but since there is no Republic record of this planet having sentient life before Zerka colonization, I doubt you will find such evidence.
Can you clarify how long ago Tatooine was green with life?
Doubting. I don't believe he can, Master. Even if their stories are exact and unchanged, it is likely they were first told thousands of years after these events occurred. This has become very much like a creation myth for his people. There is no date. It simply was.
It's amazing that they still have been able to relay the history, though. I think they have been very careful, even through all the changes in generations. You know, they change into being sand people in a desert planet and all that. But they have lost a lot of the reasons that originally led them to be trying to live with the land instead of doing this with technology and that. It was probably in a more noble way that they tried to do it at the beginning. Those people that eventually became the sand people, but yeah. I don't know if I want to ask him if these builders resemble any modern species.
Translation.
Yeah, this may be a problem.
Translation. He only understands the builders as an iconic force meant to test the resolve of his people. He is not making sense, Master. Clarification. They claim their stories are repeated unchanged, but they have demonized these builders. In their minds, they wreaked such havoc they could not possibly be flesh and blood.
They probably don't have an image, but anyway. Ask if they have an image we could compare with current species.
Cautionary. Master, this line of questioning may be interpreted as attempting to change the story. He may react poorly.
Alright then, let's not do it. Let's return to my other questions.
Obedient. I will ask whatever you wish, Master.
Then, continue the history from where we left off.
Translation. Translation. His arrogant people touched the stars, and this sin drew the attention of the builders. The builders did not touch the stars, they lashed them to millstones. Translation. Great demons of metal stripped the world of its riches until all that was left was the green of the ground. The great cities were lifted away. Translation. Those that had used the wealth were taken along with it. Transgressors abducted to serve past the sky, seeding the stars with penitent, adaptable slaves.
Yes. Yeah, this is what was said to be happening with the builders. What amazing past history they created for Star Wars with Knights of the Old Republic right here. That's also something very important that made this game be very transcendental. Like extremely so. And that is great. That's what makes me love it. And I'm finally glad we're streaming it. We gotten this far. Ooh, there's still so much of the game left. There's gonna be many more streams than World of Final Fantasy at this rate. But still, it's worth it. It's worth it. 100% Tajigen. What else was I gonna say though? And yeah, like, this is related to the Starforge too, from the look of it.
Cautionary. Remember my warning, Master. they may consider certain questions to be speaking the words in error, a blasphemy they would attempt to kill you for.
I want to ask something about the time of enslavement.
Clarification. I believe they were occupied by this technologically superior species for a substantial period. Stripping an entire planet of usable resources would have taken generations.
How many of his people... No, wait. How many of his people were taken off world?
Translation.
Are we okay asking this?
Translation. He has no number. He claims that those that were taken were examples of the worst of his kind.
Might have been.
Arrogant and uncaring of the land. Doubtful. Master, this is just another distortion due to their demonization of the builders. It's like claiming an aspect of his people were taken, not actual individuals. Clearly, history has colored his view. Of course, only the inferior meatbags were taken. The remaining were his ancestors, after all. It must have been special.
So just to hear it thinking, I could say, nah. Why would the invaders have done this?
Obvious. The same reason Zerka Corporation is attempting it now. Expanding empires need tremendous amounts of resources.
Very well. Let's continue the history.
Translation. Translation. There came a time when the builders were also judged for their crimes. After generations, a plague weakened them, and the time of the Great War began.
That's very accurate, actually.
Translation. The builders faltered, and his people realized why they had been punished, so that they understood the crime, and would now strike down the greater offender. Translation. They worked chaos in the machines, so they destroyed themselves. The builders fought back, laying waste to the green that had been misused with fire from above. Translation. Soil became glass, grinding to sand, but the fight was long planned, and his people were safe. Deep in cave homes carved from valley wall, they were free.
Right. I want to ask about what I just heard.
Cautionary. Remember my warning, Master.
I want to ask something about the Great War.
Clarification. The occupying force suffered some sort of species-wide plague that lowered their numbers over time. His people used this extended weakness to sabotage their larger ships. The response of the builders appears to have been to lay waste to the entire surface of Tatooine.
What kind of weapon could do so much damage?
Clarification. I may not have properly conveyed how long they fought with the builders. Given time, any number of armaments could destroy a world. Hypothesis. Perhaps this is another distortion. Their climate may have begun to fail due to their unrestrained development even before the builders arrived. Looking back thousands of years later, such a shift could easily be attributed to the much-hated conquerors.
Suggest a possibility to him. How could they repel? How could they survive such an attack?
Hypothesis. If his people were moving away from technology for a long time under the builders, they may have had extensive cave systems that could grant shelter. I would also suggest that, given the evidence of the massive shift in the nature of their society, most of them did not survive.
How could they repel such a powerful species?
Doubting. They didn't, Master. They struck a blow, but the storyteller only believes they won because the builders were gone when they emerged from their caves. That does not mean they defeated anyone. It seems clear that the builders simply sterilized their problem and left. The enemy judged them not worthy to fight.
See, this history has been distorted. It has been distorted in the ways I think HK is suggesting. This is my view on it. But we're really one of the few, if not the only people in the entire galaxy who will believe a lot of this story, because who see the accuracy in this story, like how amazingly accurate this story is. It's a lot of accuracy. There's a lot of surprising accuracy right there. But it's because we have knowledge of things like the Star of Fortune, the builders already, and all that. So yes.
Obedient.
Let's continue the history then. I like that he's just patiently waiting there for us to have our dialogue. Just, they probably are thinking, well, this takes a lot of time to translate. It's very important history, it needs to be conveyed right. Yeah, that's probably what he's thinking, right? Because it needs to be conveyed exactly right. And that machine thing, they know what a droid is probably. That droid is making sure they do it. And the outsider is respectful enough, and also a great warrior. They being careful. We haven't done anything to anger them yet.
Translation.
Let's continue.
Editing, if I may, Master. This section of his tale details several millennia of the Long Walk, their nomadic wanderings as they accept their identity in a desert world. Rather than strain my circuits on his dialect, might we just assume there was much fighting over who has the biggest bantha and move on to more recent things?
The thing is... if you can gently encourage that, go ahead.
Translation.
Can it be done?
Translation. The tribes spread far, distant from each other, but all as sand people and all cherished the land that remained. The sand would not be misused. Translation. Then machines fell from the stars again. Outsiders like you that brazenly walked apart from the land. And greater still was the insult to come. Translation. These outsiders reminded them of their past transgression, of the time when they too walked apart from land. The outsiders, your kind, looked like their ancient abducted. Translation. So it is to the current sons that the Sand People hate all outsiders and give them no footing. You come again, time after time, adaptable slaves to the machine.
How long ago was like the first time after they became Sand People? Because thousands of years passed since the builders were gone and Tatooine was left like this, and the Sand People were like, well, yeah, let's live with the land and let's be Sand People. But yeah, is there anything further?
Editing. The last 1,000 years are full of conflicts with different groups of attempted planetary settlers, all of whom are poorly described, long dead, and likely untraceable. I believe I have truncated it down to the usable bits in what was already said. I hope it is enough, Master.
See, based on what I just said, right? The problem is that now we're not taking as much time to say for what they said. Aren't they gonna question it? Isn't he gonna question this? But whatever.
Cautionary.
I want to ask something about the Long Walk.
Impatience. Master, I refuse to inconvenience you with this. He spouted names of petty tribal fights in deserts so distant they might as well be across the galaxy. Really, Master, I'm sure it's important to him, but it has nothing of value that you could ever put to use.
I'm curious about it, but we'll leave it. We'll have to discuss this impudence. But alright. Then I want to ask something about the outsiders.
Clarification. They appear to hate humanity with a passion, only rivaled by their hatred of the builders. For some reason, you resemble what they once were. Perhaps there is a lingering fear that you are their tainted selves returning from exile among the stars.
Is it a physical or societal similarity?
Cautionary. Master,
Oh.
if you mean to suggest that humanity is ancestrally linked to ancient Tatooine, you will strain his belief system to its pitiful meatbag maximum.
Then let's not do it.
Obedient.
Then let's continue the history from where we left off, if there's anything left.
Translation.
We're almost finished with it, I think.
Translation. Now that you have heard the whole of the history, you may select a piece of it to hear again.
We can leave it at that.
Obedient.
We can leave it at that then. Thank you to the storyteller.
Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Now I gotta do the amusing stuff, don't I? That is the history right there. The amazing history of what Tatooine was like. Yeah, we can save file number 5, that's okay.
Translation.
Oral histories are often inaccurate.
Translation.
No warning from HK.
Translation. He says that you dare not question the accuracy of his information. The stories are learned perfectly by each successive storyteller. Translation. In fact, they aren't allowed to speak the stories aloud unless they are exact. Any error is considered a blasphemy punishable by death. Criticism. It seems inefficient to me, Master. A score of apprentice storytellers would be slaughtered each generation. What if the elder died before completing the teachings?
That's a good question. Ask him that.
Translation.
That's a good question, though.
Translation. Apprentices are trained from birth. Very few speak the words in error. Storytellers are most often lost in battle between tribes. Translation. Any tribe that loses its storyteller is obviously unworthy of existing. They lose their connection to history and destroy themselves within fighting soon after.
That's actually kind of impressive, but it also is the reason why it leads to inaccuracies. Somebody could just claim, some tribes, depending on how things went with them, probably just claimed they had a storyteller of their own and they repeated the history inaccurately. And there was enough insulation between the tribes, if we're talking about something like 3,000 years ago, before the conflict started 1,000 years ago for them or so, right? Let's see. I want to ask just anything.
The response. That
Ask him if that's a possibility.
cautionary, Master.
Just do it.
Cautionary. As expected, he is claiming you have committed blasphemy. Warming blasters. Combat is inevitable.
I love that phrase of his. Warming blasters. Alright then. We don't fight the storyteller? Oh yeah, we do. We do fight the storyteller, yeah. I think it's gonna be the same no matter which one, which line specifically we question. So yeah, save file number 5, right? There we go. It was worth every second to hear the entire thing again. And with a great voice of HK47. Great job by the voice actor. Very well, thank you Sand People for your hospitality. I shall never see you again now. I believe there's no other reason to come back here. We can just teleport back to... Well, not from here. But we should just teleport back to... Oh. If I try to loot this warrior, do I get them all to kill me? No. I guess they just thought, well, it's a dead warrior. It's an unworthy one. That warrior was actually being imprisoned, I think, so yeah. Okay. Alright then. Perfectly fine then. Let's get out of here. The Tatooine questline was so great too. It works really well as also if it's not the first planet. The problem is you don't have HK47 until you come to Tatooine. Though you could choose to come here and then take the Starforge map later. Somebody could do a playthrough in which they keep cycling through the planets, doing a little bit of the storyline, and then until later. Only until later is when they take the Starforge pieces. There is one more companion that comes in a later planet. So there's that. Oh wait. No, why am I reloading the game? That's not what we're doing right now. Let's return to the Ebon Hawk. I want to have more conversations with HK47 as well. With Bastila within earshot would work too, right? What were we gonna do with Bastila's father actually? Let me see. Oh. Oh, wait. Didn't we find her father's holocron? We need to get back to the Great Dragon Cave. I don't think we got that. Oh, we need to go back all the way there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, star map Tatooine. Datapad. Kalonor's trophy kills. This datapad contains detailed descriptions of you and Bastila. Bastila has escaped Taris. No, this is old. This is older stuff. Oh, we need to go back all the way there. We can do it from the Sand People territory. So let's teleport back. Before we do that, though, we can still customize the lightsaber. And other things. As long as we don't get out of the spaceport. itself, the area where the ship is. And since we have Bastila with us, then this is Bastila related, then yeah, let's keep her with us. We could pair her up with somebody other than HK. Let's keep HK with us for a little bit longer though. Here we go. At long last, the way it should be. We still need to modify the Great Pearl to properly be used with the lightsaber. But that's okay. Now we have some other weapons to modify as well, I think, or new things to modify them with. Or those repeating blaster. Wait. Might be good to customize this more. Yeah, Zalva's Bowcaster still needs a few things. Armor, now we have Kylo North's battle armor. Yeah, we still don't have the parts we need for that. That's it, right? Yes, there it is! There it is! And there's HK-47. That's where HK-47 stands. Okay. At long last, we have our color. And everything is right with the world. It only took us 12 streams. Only a dozen streams. That's nothing. It's a long RPG game. It's a long RPG game. What do you want me to do? That's a problem with wanting to do a lot of RPGs on stream, huh? If I were to niche down, if you will. And it's a video game niche in a specific video game. I've always wanted to do with RPGs, but the problem is that they're very long. Once upon a time, I was a bit more niched towards MMO RPGs, but they're also very long. This corpse, can we loot this? I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. Let's go back over... let's take a look at the map. Okay, if you're watching on the VOD, we just skipped over to this part. The internet just disappeared on me. Oh my god, in heaven, I think the internet problems have returned. I'm so sorry, Tajigen. And right now, so the internet completely disconnected. And right now, drop a few frames as it returned. And also, it didn't have like the 4 full bars in OBS. Like, it gives me 4 green bars if it's stable. Thankfully on YouTube, when it disconnects, you know, it just like immediately picks up where it left off. It's really good for the stream itself. It's a bit messy on the VOD when it skips over, but it's nice. Because sometimes on Twitch, it splits the VOD. So we were actually kind of about to wrap it up. I was just wanted to do a bit more here on Tatooine. We wrap up the story and all that, but I think I'm now more in a hurry to end the stream and do more streaming tests. I took a look at the modem. All the lights were normal actually, but like the internet completely disconnected. Now let me make sure I save the game at least. And I'll keep testing. I'm just gonna keep OBS open the entire blasted day. Come on, man. If the problems continue happening, though, I will call the ISP. It's becoming like a daily... It became a daily phone call for most of last week. Thankfully, it sorted itself out well enough, but yeah. I just called it the daily phone call. Oh god, hopefully we don't have it bouncing all over the place like that. It can be seriously bad. Since I have the TSC dimension as well, and over there it gets super messy. Like the VOD really gets split badly. That could have been worse though. That could have been way worse. Let's see how it gets though. Let's see how it gets. It also helps that I'm not playing an online game right now. Everything is disconnected completely. Like it was a complete disconnection for a few minutes there. Again, it could have been much worse than that. Let's keep seeing how things get. Oh yeah, if this happens again and I'm getting to an area in the game, I'll just continue playing. It just freaked me out, so I was checking a few things to make sure everything was working okay. I'll be doing a speed test, but speed tests are never accurate because they always show themselves perfectly fine, you know? By the way, this dead person here, is this Bastila's father? Because it could be, but I don't know. We did loot everything here. Let's just continue where we left off. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't affect the stream for later today, you know? We still wanted to do FF14 later. MSQ for Stormblood. Hopefully everybody's fine. I couldn't open the chat on my phone. I was about to tell you in the chat, but I don't know what's going on with the YouTube app. It wasn't letting me do it. But here, it doesn't do anything when we use it. Tattered equipment back. Here we are. The holocron. And now, yes, this is the point in which we would teleport back, but we still can't do it from here. Then we'll talk to Bastila's mom and finish it right there. Before we get to the ship itself and then go for the next planet. Yeah, we'll start the next KOTOR stream going to the next planet. Hopefully the internet is not gone long enough that we have to end the stream abruptly. And also if you're watching on the VOD and it's about to end, it ends abruptly here, then that's probably the reason why. I'll probably just say it in the comments, hey, sorry about the abrupt ending, but at least we can still pick up where we left off, no problem. Something that would be problematic would be World of Final Fantasy. Or even Stardew Valley, because then I would have to finish the day we were doing off stream in Stardew. Or if we're in a dungeon in World of Final Fantasy, I'd have to finish the dungeon or we'd have to restart it on the next stream. I once had a blackout in the middle of a World of Final Fantasy stream. So we left it at an abrupt ending, I think. Or no, wait. We were able to go back, and that's the great thing about YouTube. Like, no, yeah. It was in the blackout that I really appreciated how great YouTube is here. Because here, I never hit end stream on YouTube. That's the benefit of doing it in both ways. Really makes me want to lean more towards YouTube. Although the place that's monetized is Twitch right now, we still don't have memberships here on YouTube. Let's keep working towards that. So anything you can do to support the stream is always appreciated, Tajigen. But, you know, Twitch is great also for that reason. I mean, I just got a nice Twitch payout sent to me. And that is fantastic, and it's thanks to all of you. I've been saying that over on Twitter. I want to keep using the YouTube community tab more as well, so that's also a thing to talk about. I made a nice post yesterday. I'll be doing more. I'll be seeing what else I can talk about, but yeah. Just when that blackout happened, the big problem that happened with World of Final Fantasy, had I known the game would work the way it did on PC, it's not to do with the blackout, but for other reasons. Had I known it would be like that, I would have just bought it on the Switch and streamed it from the Switch. That would have been so much better, because then I can leave it in the middle of a dungeon, no problem. As long as I don't start another game before the next stream or so. We can resume it where we left off, right? That's super convenient. But no, the big problem with the blackout is that we had to restart the dungeon again on the stream after that, because there wasn't enough time to restart and then finish the entire dungeon with what we had left on the stream, I think. But when it came to the YouTube stream though, it just skips over. And I come back and I'm able to close off the stream properly. So there's at least that. Close it off with Satsudan. Oh yes, in the future, let's make it be super reading. Super chat reading. There's memberships and then there's supas. Yeah. Not just memberships, but also supas. And when that day finally comes of an Aka Super, oh yes. That will be great right there. But alright, let's save the game right here. We gotta keep saving it. I feel like we should remove HK. See, maybe Garth could be here, or Mission. They'll probably say something nice. Given that Mission also had her own issues with family, there would be something fitting about having her here. HK is not gonna care about that sort of thing. Not exactly. But yeah, we go to the cantina. And that's where we give her the holocron. Bastila didn't promise anything, but yeah. I mean, it's right there where the Starforge is going to be. Where the Starforge map is going to be. So yes, we can take a few extra seconds or minutes to find it. Of course, it took us longer, but that was not intentional. Which one was the cantina, actually? Let's just make sure with the map. Yeah, the cantina is all the way down there. Oh, wait a minute. More is happening. That's not Griff, is it?
Forgive me for the intrusion, human. My name is Senivek. I believe you dropped this datapad, and I wish to return it to you. I didn't drop anything. I'm certain you did, human. Please take the datapad. It's yours, I'm sure.
What is this? Some kind of con game?
No, this is no game. I simply saw you drop this datapad and wish to give it back to you.
He sounds so offended. I don't want it.
Are you certain, human? Please take the datapad.
No, it's not mine. I won't take it.
Very well, human. I will keep the data pad and I will leave. Goodbye, human. But now we have to see what that whole thing was about. He could have been trying to help us. He looks a bit too threatening to maybe be trying to do that, but alright. Had I known that cutscene would happen, I would have probably saved before. So yeah, we'll be on a little bit longer. I'm just kind of trying to end the stream as soon as possible so it doesn't disconnect again. We don't know how long the next disconnection will be. I'm hoping it was just like a silly hiccup. Still kind of the aftermath of what happened last week. I don't think it's happened at all this week, but I may be mistaken. There have been a few moments where like the internet was slow off the stream. And I mean, I've already done quite a bit of stream time this week, including the TSG that I mentioned, you know, and everything was stable for every stream. Our Stardew Valley stream a couple days ago was like over 5 hours long. No problem for those entire 5 hours. Not even one frame dropped. Not even one. Speaking of one, I think we can save in save file number 1. I think it's okay. So let's save here. Very well, let's see what this is about. I will choose certain dialogue options. I didn't drop any. I'm sorry, there must be some mistake. Thanks. My pleasure, human. You should examine it to make sure it is not broken. Goodbye, human. Very well, let me examine the datapad. What it could be is that, you know, they're trying to make me look guilty by giving me a datapad that makes me look like somebody that's being hunted or whatever. Because there's a single short cryptic message. The Geno Hardan say to see Hulas on Manan. Come alone or not at all. Alone at all. When we say it like that, it kind of rhymes, doesn't it? Nice. Well, that's what the whole thing is about. That will be on Manan. Geno Hardan. Twilight named Senivek. And there it is. Very well then. Very well. We could still make him keep it. We just don't accept it at all. Where was the cantina? It was this way, right? Let's make sure we do save also right before we get to it. I don't remember that event at all. I don't remember what that whole thing is about at all, actually. I get the feeling it is after you get your first Starforge map. If we had traveled to another planet already, then it would be on that planet. Or, you know, if we first... It is involving Manan, so I don't imagine he gives that to you in Manan itself. But who knows? Because I think it is something exclusive to Manan, so it's not like if you do it in Manan, they tell you to go to Tatooine instead. I don't think it's like that.
Back already? Have you even looked for the holocron yet?
I have the holocron, Mother. I'm just not sure I want to give it to you.
And why not? Would you deny me even that?
I've never denied you anything, Mother.
Actually, we should have looked at the holocron.
You may think I don't remember what it was like before I left for the Order, but I do. You were the one who pushed Father to go on one treasure hunt after the other. You loved living in wealth. You think I don't remember the fights? You were eager to send me to the Jedi even though I didn't want to go. You took Father away from me. And now this holocron is all I have of him.
Fool girl. You have a strange way of remembering things. That wasn't...
No, I don't wish to argue with you anymore, Mother. It's time we parted ways now, for both our benefit.
Hold on, let me see what the holocron says.
So that's the way...
On the...
How could... How...
Farewell.
Yeah, we don't give her the holocron, right? So I can still see it. This holocron has been cracked and worn by the sands and wind, but is still marginally operational. When activated, it shows the holographic image of a middle-aged human man and appears to have been used as a means to record his personal thoughts over many years. Now, in a way, giving the holocron might be a good idea because it's all about the Jedi way of not being attached to things, Bastila. This is also the Sith way to destroy your past by letting go of it. Well, I guess you would destroy the holocron in that case, instead of giving it to the mother, but yeah. So, it could be against Bastila's benefit to give the holocron to the mom.
Back or...
Helena?
And why not?
I've never denied you. You were the one who pushed... You were eager to...
Fool.
No.
So... Maybe you should listen to what she has to say.
You don't know her. My mother is notoriously deceptive when she wants something. Why should she have the holocron?
Is it too difficult to believe that I am a dying woman who simply wishes to see her husband one last time?
I find it difficult to believe anything you say, Mother.
Maybe one of you should be the first to give the other a break.
You're right. It shames me, but I find it difficult to let go of the past. I'm sorry, Mother.
I was hard on you, dear. I wasn't a very good mother to you. I know that. Your father loved you so. He wanted you to be just like him. He wanted to take you on his hunts, but I said they were too dangerous.
Treasure hunting is a dangerous occupation.
I always tried to keep him from the dangerous ones, but he would have none of it. It was a reckless life we led. Always moving. I didn't want that for you.
So that's why you gave me to the Order.
You see?
What do your father and I have to show for all those years of hunting? Nothing. That was no life for anyone, especially not someone as gifted as you, your father. He spent all his last years trying to pay for my treatments. That's why he went for the pearls. I begged him not to, but...
Your treatments?
I'm dying, Bastila. I did not lie about that.
There it is.
It's been a long time in the coming, and there's really nothing that can be done anymore. I told your father to let me go, but you know how he was. Stubborn, like you.
I'm so sorry, Mother. I don't know what to say.
Keep the holocron, Bastila. It would do me good to know you have it. This talking to you. This is what I really needed before I
know. Thank you. I'm glad we talked too.
Well, now. You said you had important business, and you were never one to mince words. You there. You take care of my daughter, you hear me?
Can we give her credits for her treatments? Hopefully we can. As if she let me.
You make her let you. She's too much like her father in that respect.
Where are you going to go?
It doesn't matter, dear. Don't you worry about me.
Here, take these 500 credits.
Yeah.
That's all I have. Go to Coruscant and find a doctor. I'll meet you there after what I have to do.
But I already told you there's nothing that can...
Please take it. I want to see you again, when we can talk.
All right, I will. You do what you have to, Bastila. You go make your father and I proud.
I'll try. Farewell, Mother.
And there it is. That is the best way to end that, isn't it? Maybe that as if she let me was not the best choice of dialogue. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I thought the response might be worse than that. That's all I mean. I will make it be a separate save file. We may still be able to sell the Crate Dragon Pearl. But I think this is a good point in which to end it right here. Since I'm kind of getting paranoid about the internet. Otherwise, I'd do a little bit more and leave it at that point right before we leave for the next planet. I've already decided it's going to be Kashyyyk. For those who know what the continuity order is, we are going to follow it. So yeah, Kashyyyk is the second planet. And I mostly know what to expect. And yes, Zaalbar is going to be there. Zaalbar is going to be a constant companion there. I think he should remain with melee. I wonder if I should give him his bowcaster again, but no. Zaalbar benefits more from being a melee fighter. The only melee fighter who doesn't use a lightsaber. So yeah, we still should consider non-lightsaber melee weapons right there. But there we are. That is Knights of the Republic today. We were going to leave it around this point anyway, so yeah. I'm just sending it maybe a little bit earlier than I intended because, again, that internet little hiccup freaked me out. So hopefully things are stable enough. Like, that shouldn't even happen, right? A little hiccup where a few frames drop, that's not so bad, but a complete disconnection, even if it's just for like, what was it, 5 minutes maybe? Who knows? Maybe longer than that, actually, because I noticed only at many minutes after it happened. I don't know what you missed on the stream. Only then did I notice, oh, we're disconnected, and it was like, it had already done quite a few attempts to reconnect. OBS automatically does that. But alright, enough of that. We do have one more stream later today. You know, internet allowing. Hopefully everything goes well with that. Especially since it's an online game. F14, Stormblood, main scenario, quest, on the Twitch dimension. The Summer Stormblood continues. Of course, it's going to continue past summer. We have so much of it left. But let's continue. Let's do as much as we can. I expect it will be around as long as this one, especially because I do have the stream on Saturday morning. Not every Saturday is going to be like this. This is not a frequent thing, but it's a thing I can do on this Saturday. Also because the situation is a bit different on Sunday. I'm going to take part in something else. I'll announce it a little bit more later, since it's probably going to be over on a Twitch stream. It involves a VTuber friend. I'm going to represent them in an event. In an event full of shenanigans and fun stuff like that. So yeah. Look forward to that. So I will be busy on Sunday with a stream, but it's not a stream that's here on the schedule. So I felt like I also needed to have a stream on Saturday, but those Saturday evening streams are so tight in terms of time. So I wanted to try to do this one in the morning. And with a cozy game like Fields of Mystria. And I hope it's going to be as fun as I expect it's going to be. We shall see. But thank you, Tajigen. If you came in here with a lurk, or if you came in here with a like, if you haven't done so yet, come and like the stream/video. It would be much appreciated, alright? It will help us keep growing and will help recommend more Khaiden Tajigen content your way. And subscribe, of course, if you haven't done so yet. Check out the rest of my social media, my websites, my platforms. There we go. Check out the rest of my platforms for more action, especially Twitch, since again we have the stream later today. But alright. We still have much more of Knights of the Republic after a dozen streams. Let's take it as far as we can, because I have a mind to start another game as soon as I can, and it might replace KOTOR for a little bit. It really depends on the streaming schedule though. But yeah. Thank you so much, Tajigen, for this stream. Hope to see you later today on the Twitch dimension for FF14. And to you I say, お疲れ様でした。見てくれてありがとう。バイバイ。